Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine. Guggen's go time on a Wednesday morning. A hump day, a stump day. It's a family fun day here on The Drill. It's brought to you by Beatrice Plumbing. There's a family name for you in there for all your plumbing needs, emergency or otherwise. Count on my friends, literally my friends at Beatrice Plumbing. Well, I can tell you unequivocally today, I debated how to present this story exactly, E.T. I don't want to be too titillating. Good morning, friend. I know you like a little titillation.
I love
time
it.
of the day.
Stop by soon.
Yeah. So, I debated just exactly how to present this. I don't want to be misleading in any way, but I'm gonna start today in the affirmative at 6:04, and I'm gonna say somebody's getting fired today.
Ooh.
Yeah, E.T., take the 30-foot walk for me, if you would, please.
Bet.
As E.T. walks over, I'm driving into work today, and I'm leaving my humble Pleasantville is where I live. I just live out there in the Julington Creek plantation. I'm just driving my way to work. Hold on, stand by. I'm driving down, and I'm approaching. If you live out there, you know where I'm talking about. I'm on Floor Branch. I'm headed toward Racetrack right there just as I'm approaching Fruit Cove Middle School. And they apparently have been doing some sort of road construction or something. You know, I have the big electronic signs sometimes on the side of the road. Flash. Yeah, they flash, or they just have a neon message for you, caution, children ahead, or work fines doubled, or, kid zone, whatever it is. And this is right outside. And as I'm driving in, I had to do a double take. And this is the sign and the greeting this morning as you're leaving your humble abode.
Oh, come on, man. Who does that? Wow.
What in the world has society come to? Now, you tell me, when I say somebody's getting fired today.
Yeah, I thought you was talking about
Of course.
up the road, man.
Yeah, of course. Of course. That's what I said, man. I debated how to present this. I don't want to get you too titillated out there. I know you got blood in your eyes, Jag Nation. Let me tell you what I just showed E.T.
Who got a hold of that stuff?
Let me show you what I just showed E.T. So, as I explained to Emmanuel, I'm driving to work today. I'm heading down, my little neighborhood road there. I think it's called Floor Branch. More on that in a second, I think. Is that the main drag? Y'all tell me. That runs right by the golf course. And I'm approaching the middle schools there. Fruit Cove Middle is there. I keep calling it Mandarin Middle. Fruit Cove Middle is there on the left. And as I'm driving up, it's one of those big electronic signs because they're doing road construction or whatever. And then there it is in big block letters. The message this morning to, I guess, all the kiddies headed to school.
Oh, wow.
Is free Diddy. I mean, come on, man. What are we doing? So I drive by, and I'm like, what? Chuckle first. What in the world, man? And then I have to make the decision. I've now driven past it 100 yards. And I tell myself,
Yeah, you had to double back.
I got to turn around and take a picture of this. I mean, what? So here comes the next question. If you're me, it's, 5:15 in the morning. What do you do if you see that sign? You just take a picture and go about your day?
I'm definitely taking a picture.
Yeah, you're taking a picture, but my point is at that point, you're just going about your day?
I'm going to research it.
Somebody will take care of it. Something or other.
Yeah. I'm like, how did...
Is it Karen to report it? Because here's what I did. I thought about it. In fact, I double clutched. I called the non-emergency number, and they're giving me all these options. I don't have time for all these options. Boom, I hit it off. First of all, I don't know which option I want. I damn sure don't need a deputy or a detective, right? So I fire back again, and then I have a real pleasant, fun conversation to start the day with the young lady on the dispatch there, or the young woman on the dispatch, and told her exactly what happened. We got a good chuckle out of it, and I guess they're going to take care of it. Maybe get that thing unplugged before the 12-year-olds start walking that way.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you who doesn't want free Diddy. Any parent of any of those 12-year-olds. That's all I'll say on that. So that's how I've started my day, and that's why I can so declaratively say somebody's getting fired today. Now, will it be here? That's not what the signs are pointing to. Is that I don't know. Maybe Shad Khan needed a day just to kind of reflect, relax, get a plan together, and there'll be some unfortunate knocks on doors today. I don't know. I'm not going to be on coach watch. This thing ended 52-6. Today, tomorrow, a week from now, or Black Monday after the season ends, whatever. It's over. You're not what are we doing here? We're spinning our wheels. Do you do damage to what you have by continuing this free fall we're in? I mean, are you better off just practicing for the last 6 games? The problem is that, who is making the decisions moving forward if you're cleaning house? So there's a lot going on here, man. It'd be nice to have a third person right now already consulting. What's what? What's the right plan? How do you treat an injury to your quarterback in a lame duck season? There's a lot there. It's above my pay grade. I can tell you what I'd do. I'd run my guys out there and try and win football games until the very end. And then if I got to change offensive systems and let the new guys decide on a shorter timeline what personnel decisions need to be made, then so be it. I want to win. I turn on my television or I drive down to the stadium, whether you're spending your money or your time, I want a payoff. Obviously, the team does too. Not to be lost. Ain't nobody happy down there 2-9. Promise you that. So, just kind of hit on the top. I don't know when Doug Peterson last spoke to us, he hadn't spoken to Shock. I don't know. I don't know what's happened. There's no, filtering rumors from inside the building that something monumental is about to happen. And so, like I said, not going to be walking around on eggshells even when it comes, minus the if. We'll be on top of it. We'll move from there. This whole thing has gone off the rails. They have lost it, entirely, and we don't need to just scream that point home each and every morning. I don't believe. So there's that. Well, we got the latest iteration of the playoff 12, and there's been a huge misconception in the college football world, and look, and it's been the way we've phrased it. We keep phrasing, you get the top 4 conference champions and then the best non-group of 5, and that is only half right. The best non-group of 5 conference champion, the highest rank, in other words, if you win the AAC or the Mountain West or the Sun Belt or any of the myriad of conferences that are out there that aren't the Big 12, Big 10, ACC, and SEC. That conference winner, the highest ranked team that falls into that category, gets an automatic. Now, look, that team could be ranked 25th in the playoff rankings. Doesn't matter. The highest ranked 5th champion gets in. It used to be a Power 5 team. Now it's just a 5th champion. I don't know if it'll stay that way. We'll see. So what has happened here with BYU losing last week and Boise continuing to win, and understand Boise has 1 loss this year. It came on a last-second field goal at number 1 Oregon. That's a serious argument. You could put Boise as high as number 2. And so, 5 conference champions, like there's no scenario where the Big 12 champion doesn't get in. The Big 12 champion could be ranked 16th. Doesn't matter. They're in. Now, that's where you go from the playoff, field and projections to the actual seeding. And then some things change. And that's where if you're in a group of 4 or 5 SEC teams, you're nervous. You got to take care of business, and you need, in most cases, a little bit of help. Boise, bottom line, Boise has jumped BYU in the rankings. Boise's jumped BYU in the rankings. So even though Boise is only, I'm looking at the bracket, not the list. And I'll look at both. We'll look at both as we move along this morning. I think BYU, in fact, may have even fallen outside. They did. I think BYU is 14th. So the Big 12, the current projected Big 12 champion isn't even in the top 12, but they get in just as the highest non-Power 4 conference. And again, it doesn't have to be in particular one. It's not Boise's conference per se, but Boise will be like it. Look, and then there's Army. Just they march into Yankee Stadium to try and beat Notre Dame. If they do, undefeated Army with a win over Notre Dame, does that trump a 1-loss Boise State with a narrow loss at Oregon? I mean, we can have a second battle royale here. I mean, does Army have an argument over, forget Boise, over the rest of the 12 if they're undefeated with a win over Notre Dame? All this becomes moot probably when Notre Dame beats Army this weekend, but shh, don't tell Doc Murphy we're talking that way. But the latest has Georgia back in. It has Ole Miss in. It has Tennessee is the bad luck out. Here's the new 25. See, and that's where it's frustrating because you want, like Tennessee is ranked 11th in the college football rankings, but they don't get in. Boise's 12, BYU's 14. BYU gets to jump in. Boise's automatically in, and Tennessee shuffles down to what would be the 13th spot. But, man, you got SMU that's just outside. You got Texas A&M still with a game looming against Texas. There's a lot of chaos to come. Shoot, number 5, Indiana, and number 2, Ohio State play this weekend. Then you're going to have conference championship games, which these teams are going to have to, in some cases, rematch with each other. If you are just outside, just hold on, win, and hope for chaos. And if you're inside, win, and you should be good. They are holding two, except for Tennessee beating Alabama. They're holding two head-to-head pretty good. Alabama, though, I guess it's also as much about win you lose. Look, Bama beat Mercer this weekend. Miami didn't play, and Alabama jumped Miami. So it took Bama beating Mercer for you guys to think they're better than Miami. You didn't think it last week? But Tennessee beat Alabama. They both are 8-2, and Tennessee's 11, and Bama's 7. But they do have Mississippi, one spot ahead of Georgia, same record, but they beat the Dogs. They got Georgia, one spot ahead of Tennessee, same record, but they beat the Vols just this past weekend. The biggest lesson here, so much more shuffling to come. There are the 12 teams that are in right now. I bet over-under on the number that won't be in the final release, the final rankings, over-under of the 12 that are in now, 4.5. Over-under is 4.5. 4 or 5 of these guys that are in now, they're not going to go their way. They're going to lose. They're going to fall out. So there's going to be a lot of shuffling. That might be a little high. Maybe we should put it at 3.5. But you're going to see some movement, particularly at the bottom. And how it shapes out with the Big 12 conference champion, where they are ranked versus, say, Boise or Army, that could matter for one of the big boys. So now, just to have a little fun, if the season were over and we were having fierce arguments today about who was left out, and this was the bracket, this is what it would look like. So this is the fun we're going to have when the college football playoffs begin with this new 12-team format. Right out of the gates, you're going to get Alabama at Notre Dame. The winner will play Oregon. These first games, by the way, these first 4 are on campus. Then they go to neutral field from that point forward. You're going to have Alabama at Notre Dame, the winner to face Oregon. As it stands now, BYU, who, they may be a 12 seed. You may have dropped them all the way to 14, but they do have one loss. They won at SMU this year. It's certainly not a bad team. They're in a little bit of a slump right now. Almost lost to Utah a week ago, so street cred low right now for BYU. BYU at Ohio State. How about Georgia, would currently be seeded 11 at number 6 Penn State, and the winner would move on to play Miami. And then the last of the first-round games would be number 10 Ole Miss. They're in Gainesville this weekend. There's just one example of where chaos could loom. But Ole Miss would play at Indiana. That winner would advance to play Texas. Again, that's if it holds exactly like it is right now. And newsflash, spoiler alert, it will not. All right, let's take our first time out. We got a fun day planned, as always. It's Stump Day. Get Smart John coming up in about an hour here on the program. Got the Lockett Law High School reports. Fun time of year for high school football. We're to the point of the high school football season where even this old saw here, ET, when I wake up on Saturday morning, the first thing I do is fire up Jacksonville.com and I check those prep scores. And we've talked to so many of these impactful players here on the First Coast as we've gone through this year, and we got another one who will be joining us today. Who we got today? Where are we going? Out to Ponte Vedra High?
We're going to Ponte Vedra, young running back.
Okay.
Young McCaffrey. Brian Case, I believe his name is.
Okay.
Young stud.
All right. And Ponte Vedra's still alive among the many. And so we'll reset kind of the playoff field as that does begin to narrow here. But the First Coast still thriving with a bunch of teams. And that'll change after this weekend. So good luck to all those kids, not just today's Lockett Low High School Spotlight. Also, Daniel Murphy returns. The Murphy Power Hour. It's an interesting time in Major League Baseball. Bullets are flying fast. You want to talk about a fast transition? You're going to have the official summing up of 2024. It's award season. The managers were announced yesterday. We'll drop those in on you this morning. Got the Rookies of the Year yesterday. We'll now look for the Cy Young and the MVP and those important announcements. But at the same time, the big dominoes are going to start to fall in free agency. They don't mess around and wait. It doesn't draw out. I mean, no, they'll get going here quick. And once probably the biggest chess piece of all, Juan Soto, falls, and most expect that will be with the Mets, that's going to get going. But, man, we're going to be highlighting and trumpeting the very best of 2024, and then, boom, immediately the landscape for 2025 will start to take shape. So big names out and about and percolating. And, we got one of the best in the business. Former NLCS MVP Daniel Murphy for the Murphy Power Hour, so we look forward to that a little bit later this morning as well. So plenty to get to. Glad you're up and at 'em with us. Appreciate you. It's a Betros Plumbing Wednesday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. In every game, there's a guy who just makes plays.
He's their best home run hitter, an elusive generational type back.
Listen for the Universal Roof and Contracting Offensive Player of the Game. Experience the universal difference on 1010XL.
Hacker here. A couple weeks back, I received an invite. Not just any invite. It was to be the guest speaker at Awaken 180's virtual town hall. Every team member was there. The owner, Paige, my coach, Kate, and what seemed like 100 people from Awaken 180. My surprise? They invited me to stay for the full town hall. They talked client successes, company goals, future plans, you name it. There was nothing to hide. They all had one common goal of how they can help people better. It was amazing to hear, and it was amazing to see how happy and team-oriented everyone was. I mean, I already knew my coach had that mindset, but I thought I had the best one. Nope, they're all the best ones. That's the beauty of being company-led, not a franchise who often only looks at the bottom line. I suppose that's why Awaken 180 is now celebrating 10 years and has helped over 23,000 clients like me, Mike Dempsey, and Matt Hayes. See it firsthand while you're losing weight with the solution for weight loss. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Imagine driving a late model Corvette, BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, Honda, Chevy, Ford, and more, all at a fraction of the original sticker price. Visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom and browse a great selection of dream cars that are inspected with warranties. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
If you suffer from constant burning, tingling, or numbness in your hands or feet, it could be a serious condition called neuropathy. I'm Dr. Nathan Riddle, DC with Riddle Wellness in Ponte Vedra. Neuropathy is treatable, and we have seen great results by using state-of-the-art, non-invasive therapies to target damaged nerves, reduce symptoms, and improve nerve function. Call 904-395-5598 to schedule your free consultation today and learn how you can live pain-free. Call 904-395-5598.
Hey everybody, Mike Dempsey here for Dandy Foods. Dandy subs and sandwiches. Look, we always want you to think about those great options as you're driving around Duval. But the beauty is, even as I'm dropping pounds, Dandy's got great options for me as well. Told you all about their protein packs, delicious salads that they have out there. They have fruit cups for on the go. You know what they have. Veggie snack trays. You can grab those on the go as well. Perfect, healthy snack. Dandy is the name to know when you're on the go. So stop into a Gate store anywhere around Duval and make yours a dandy, and do it today.
Movember is Cancer Awareness Month, so educate yourself on the risk factors for prostate and other cancers. Take charge of your health. Many cancers are highly preventable. Trust the physicians at Ackerman Cancer Center. AckermanCancerCenter.com.
Get more Gators on the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists with new episodes every Friday. Subscribe and listen by searching for 1010XL's Gator Bites podcast wherever you find podcasts and at 1010XL.com.
Florida's weather is unpredictable. Don't let the Epic Chill catch you off guard. For reliable heating services, call Epic Cool Heating and Air. Keep your home cozy all season long. Call 904-859-EPIC, 904-859-3742.
I'm Chris Campione. In a world of big box law firms with satellite offices, there's something special about having a local legal team that cares about you and your community. We're not just lawyers, we're your neighbors. We understand the unique challenges facing the Jacksonville community because we live here too. At Campione Law, Campione Cares isn't just a tagline, it's our commitment to you. Campione Law, your trusted lawyers after an accident. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione Law.
Yo, what's happening, sports bettors? It's your boy E to the T, and our listeners have been killing it in a year full of surprises. My bookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guessing, just straight up action. Does other sports books pay out when you push on a bet? My bookie pays you back. And if you're new to the game and not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Start up, use the promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 100% deposit bonus right from jump. Here's a pro tip to get you rolling. The NFL teams with powerhouse offensive lines are dominating the run game this year, and betting game total unders has been printing money. So stack that on My Bookie Risk-Free Thursdays. That's right. There's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, MyBookie refunds you your money. Sign up and get that double deposit bonus with MyBookie. That's the best sign-up bonus in Florida for Florida bettors. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say,
"What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Call State Farm agent Tiffany Mapp in Jacksonville at 683-8368.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Gosh, I really wish. Everything. Let's just put it this way. Everything's on the table. Let's leave it at that.
Doug Peterson, when pressed on if there would be changes to the staff being made, or more specifically to the play callers. I mean, man, that's just such a tired drumbeat. Media and fans got you on that one, Coach. Sometimes you got to pick your battles. That was the wrong battle to pick. At the very least, say who's calling them and why. Don't tell everyone it doesn't matter, or they wouldn't understand, or even if that's the case, and it probably more likely is, it looks like that playbook is as big a problem as the play call. That playbook don't work. I told the story of explaining it to a beginner football fan. Just watch the other team. I don't have to show you why. We don't have to look at the all 22. We don't have to look at the big, wide bird's eye view. Watch their play. Watch when their receiver catches the ball, how there's no one within 7 yards of them. Now watch us here in the next 10 minutes run the same play, and it'll be into double coverage or, batted down at the line or pressured or something. It's coaching. But the talent's terrible. Just is. We're far enough in that these numbers matter. Right now in the National Football League, in total offense, the Jaguars are 28th. In total defense, they're 32nd. How can you be anything but the worst team in the league? And that little, carrot, that little pom-pom we're waving about, oh, look, if the if standings were 7-3. Yeah, we all know what the if metaphors, where they can go. Use them anatomically, ergonomically, however you want to use the if metaphor. But if, ifs and buts were candy and nuts, right? Whatever. Choose yours. 32 and 28. Now, defensively, they've just been absolutely road graded the last couple of weeks, and the offense has been absolutely pitiful the last couple of weeks. just happened to click on a column where, and in this case, it's Mike DeRocco, who we know his opinion, right? He joins the boys of Jaguars Today every week, usually toting Chick-fil-A. That's another story. But they're doing a league-wide column with all their embedded reporters on the offensive play callers for each team, how it's gone, what's been good, what's been bad. And I wondered before I ever clicked on to the Jaguars description, what's been good. Here's what we write. D-Rock about the Jags, offensive coordinator Press Taylor, play caller Taylor. What has gone right? The offense has been able to put together drives later in games, leaving them in position to win behind Trevor Lawrence, but they haven't pulled it off. The emergence of rookie receiver Brian Thomas Jr. has brought an explosive downfield element to the offense. I would add one they're not really using much at all. Second-year back Tank Bigsby has become a good complement to Travis Etienne, if and when either is healthy, I would add. What has gone wrong? Where do you start? How much time you got? It's a shorter and unsweeter summation of what's gone wrong, even though that list is a lot longer than the what's gone right list. What's gone wrong? Slow starts have been a problem. You think? 30 points total in the first quarter, right? Just week after week after week, they're down 10-0, 14-3, 17-7, all the time. So they're always playing catch-up. One of the worst third-down teams in the NFL. Again, that's scheming. That's coaching up. That's knowing trends. 3rd and 3 or less, they're the worst in the league, 37.5%. Reeks of a lack of talent, the ability to push people around. Key to the second half, which is actually now just 6 games. Getting Lawrence back on the field, hopefully after the Week 12 bye, helps. Uncertain when he can return. Getting the running game going is imperative. The Jaguars averaged 62 yards per game since Week 8. That's fewer than every team except the Raiders. And so it goes. Which leaves Doug Peterson, after digesting it all, knowing he's on the walk of shame, having to just dang near babble at times, just searching for answers, saying the same things, repeating things that even yourself you can't believe. In some cases, are coming out of your own mouth. But what has to happen here in the last 6? Have you seen anything that gives you hope?
Let's just say there are things that are. We need to coach some things a little bit better. See things, anticipate them. There's some good on the film. That's the thing about it too. I think sometimes people are so fixated, I think, on the final result, which is, listen, it's the number one thing. I got it. Okay, it's a win or it's a loss. End of the day, got it. But it's how did we get there? What did we do in between from snap to whistle? And there are some really good things. There's some physicality things. There's some, some improvement in the secondary. BT obviously is a bright spot. I mean, there's some things out there that, Brenton Strange. There's some things out there that lead you to believe that we got to continue going down that path, and sort of find ways to, either get the ball to them or at least give them opportunities during the game.
I mean, it's a hard ask to say anything that makes any damn sense, but that's nonsensical. You lost 52-6. What film? From another year? Different game? Nothing's going right. You're 28th in offense and you're 32nd in defense. What film? I mean, every ragmuffin, terrible team can find some glimpses on film. You're talking. This sounds like a coach talking about the evolution of trying to come off of 1-16, not one that was in the playoffs 2 years ago and was 9-8 last year, even with an in-season collapse. No. The message doesn't fit the circumstances here. Hot seat rankings. I mean, there are the proverbial hot seats around the league, and then there's the reality of where Doug Peterson sits. His could almost be a category of lame duck rankings, and right now he's the only one in the club. Is there any other coach in the league you're sure is getting fired? Are we sure Doug Peterson's getting fired, first and foremost, or am I speaking out of turn? Is sure too strong a word, E?
You know what? Now that you say it, it's like 75-25, 60-40. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any part of you that wonders if Doug Peterson would still be the right guy if the general manager changes and he changes offensive coordinators and play callers and changes defense? I'm not going to get into Nielsen was a Balky hire or a Peterson hire or this or that. That's all real convenient after the fact. So, I mean, I'm sure they both weigh in on major hires. I don't know, but you can't hand everything that stinks to the guy you don't like and everything positive applied to the one that you can tolerate. 20-25 though in 3 seasons here in Jacksonville, overall in his career of 500. Here's what they have at the top of the hot seat rankings. The end of the road appears to be coming. 52 to 6. They write 52-7, and that's wrong. 52-6 drubbing by the Lions. Worst start in Jags franchise history. Worst loss, rather. Never recovered from 0-4. Peterson has contemplated coaching changes on the defensive side of the ball. They're last in the NFL in points and yards allowed. Those changes not likely to matter. He has a shelf life with the Jags. At this point, it's not if but when Peterson is fired. Peterson does have a Super Bowl championship on his resume, but the Jags appear to be his last stop as an NFL head coach. Oh, by the way, if you move up from number 2 on this list, Matt Eberflus in Chicago, 14-30 in his 3 years. They went the route of a new quarterback, and they will make a change there. The other coaches that are desperate, they're already changing coordinators. It's happened almost everywhere. Every hot seat guy here has made a major change, it feels like, except the Super Bowl winners. Eberflus, number 2. Mike McCarthy's not made a major change. In part, it's much him, like it is Peterson here. On the hot seat in Dallas, now 5 years, 45-32, and they've gone off the rails this season. Zach Taylor could be a lonely offseason for the Taylor boys. Antonio Pierce, number 5. I believe they've changed offensive coordinators, I believe. And then Kevin Stefanski of the Browns. I don't know, man. That's a really, really, really sinking ship you took over, and he's had every obstacle in front of him. He's lost Nick Chubb. He's had Myles Garrett suspended at one point. He didn't have he hadn't had Deshaun Watson hardly at all. They bounced through different quarterbacks and, still stayed competitive. I'd take that guy. Matter of fact. Anywho, let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back with Football Fix, more from around the National Football League. Get Smart John coming up about 7:20 this morning. We got the Murphy Power Hour, the Lockett High School Report, and much more here to get you over the hump and pointed toward a football weekend. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
This is Brent Musburger's Visa in Action update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ole Miss Rebels, a 10.5-point favorite of the Swamp in Gainesville against the Florida Gators, 55.5 the total. Georgia Bulldogs laying 42 against UMass, 55.5 the total at Sanford Stadium. South Florida laying 17 against Tulsa at Raymond James Stadium, the total 60.5. Coming up in college basketball today, the Jacksonville Dolphins 11-point underdogs at Virginia Tech, the total 136 at the Castle Coliseum. Last night, Florida 84, Florida A&M 60. The Gators win but did not cover as 36-point favorites. Cash back for every bet with a G-Bank signature Visa card. VSIN.com/GBank. Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
The holidays are just around the corner, and so is your entire family.
Babe, the toilet's growling at me again.
Uh-oh, the kitchen sink just turned into Old Faithful. There's no hot water!
Don't let plumbing chaos steal your holiday cheer. Call Duck Duck Rooter today to fix those issues before Aunt Linda blames you for ruining Christmas dinner. Duck Duck Rooter, your local plumbing pros. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. DuckDuckRooter.com.
Hey, it's Linda Beaver. Whether you're new to the area or a longtime resident, you deserve the best and shouldn't settle when buying or servicing your car. At Beaver Toyota, we have built our reputation on trust. You can trust us to provide you the best price, the best selection, and the best experience. You can trust me, your neighbors can trust me, your family can trust me. We will not let you down. Come see us at Beaver Toyota in St. Augustine to let our family take care of yours. Trust me, we're here to wow you.
I've known Glenn Coleman for a long time as a friend and a lawyer. Persistent and fair, Glenn and his firm have represented clients from North Florida and South Georgia for over 40 years in all kinds of personal injury cases. If I had such a case, call Glenn at Barnes, Cohen, and Sullivan.
Frank Frangie here. Big Chief Tire makes auto care affordable with 6-month financing with the CFNA card. Plus, get $50 off your first purchase when you sign up. Whether you need new tires, brakes, or general checkup, Big Chief's expert technicians will take care of your car with top-notch service. And with no interest for 6 months, now is the perfect time to handle your vehicle needs. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to apply for your CFNA card today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
1010XL's running game takes a giant step forward.
Well, Fred Taylor is the whole package.
Fred Taylor joins Dan and Jeff on the drill. Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins and Monahan Jewelers.
Rotator cuff injuries are common among athletes and those who have physically demanding careers. Don't let this injury keep you away from the sport you love. Dr. George Barry here, and the first thing you need to do with a serious shoulder injury is to diagnose where the damage is and how significant it is. Rotator cuff tears are either acute tears sustained during an injury or accident, or degenerative tears. If you're interested in learning more about rotator cuff repair and how our expert team of orthopedic surgeons can help you, call Barry Orthopedics today or visit barryorthopedics.com.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Are you ready to upgrade your home? Experience the winning combination of style and performance with Renewal by Andersen. Energy-efficient, custom-built replacement windows and doors. Right now, save 20% on your entire project. Plus, 0 down, no payments, and no interest for 18 months. This offer expires November 30th and restrictions apply. Renewal by Andersen, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com for details.
License number CGC 1527613.
What's happening, fellas? It's your boy E.T. here, and we all know that athletes train every day to perform on the field, right? Well, what if I could enhance your performance in the bedroom? No training required. That's right. I'm talking about that secret weapon, Blue Chew, a chewable tablet with the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, Levitra, and Staxin that ships right to your door in a discreet package. No doctor's visits and no trips to the pharmacy. It's all online. Their licensed medical providers work with you to find the right prescription. They also have Daily Tad that contains 7 essential vitamins. It's chewable too, and now you can try Blue Chew for free on me. Just visit BlueChew.com and use my promo code 1010XL. You don't have to pay $5 shipping. Turn that oh no into that oh yeah. That promo code again is 1010XL, and let your boy hook you up with some Blue Chew. Get your confidence back. Visit BlueChew.com.
1 second left. Packers are down by 6 at the goal line. Your defense is the only thing stopping them from scoring. Is your team prepared? Double Check Cybersecurity has your back. With an AI-powered defense, start your 14-day trial at doublecheck.com.
It's Thanksgiving week, and Monahan Jewelers has the best deals in town with up to 40% off the entire store. Thousands of beautiful pieces are all on sale with fantastic prices on our entire inventory, including up to 30% off on GIA certified diamonds. We're your local family jeweler, so come visit us today and on Small Business Saturday for up to 40% off on diamond studs, engagement rings, colored gemstones, our designer brands, custom design, everything. The name you can trust in fine jewelry, Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too. From Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Head coach Doug Peterson is looking for the Jaguars to make some changes during the bye week.
You know, still 6 games to go. I think it's time to just hit the reset button. If we come out of this bye and we just kind of keep doing the same things and trying to expect different results, it's probably not going to happen.
For the Jag head coach, the bye does provide the opportunity to put everything under evaluation, including the play calling duties.
Everything, well, let's just put it this way, everything's on the table. Let's leave it at that.
Former Jag offensive lineman Tony Baselli looks for the team to reset and focus on the only numbers that truly matter.
The only metric that matters. That's a W and an L at the end of the day, because that's what we're all judged by. You understood at the end of every week whether you were successful or not.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back here on the drill. Wednesday edition, hump day, stump day, Beatrice Plumbing, there for you. Don't bog down or clog down. It's Beatrice Plumbing like family. Beatrice is there. Got a couple little things to hit here. I'm excited, ET, to share my breaking news of the guaranteed firing with Hicken a little bit later. That's all we'll say about it now. But reset that. I have it on good sources. There's a guarantee there's going to be a firing today. So it's titillating. It's not what you think. I'm going to go ahead and tell. I can't do it again. It's not in Jagland. We'll put it that way. Today's Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com and the Murray Ford Superstores, Stark and Kingsland. Truck guy. Man, they do such a great job. Treat your family at the Murray Ford Superstores. It's another one, man. These people I'm aligned with, good folks. So they'll take care of you just as they would take care of me or anyone else I send there personally. It's the Murray Ford Superstores. Also down there in Stark, got the other brands, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. They've got brand new, pre-owned, terrific service department, the warranty, customer service, just everything that you look for in a great experience buying a car. If you've been around for a while, that experience hasn't always gone great for you. I can rank mine through the years. Right now, top, powered pole, Murray. Used them 2 or 3 times now already. Anyway, all right. Here's the Shazam Spotlight, though. I wonder where Ashton Jeanty will be drafted. With the impact and the effect of these running backs, is it time for him to start being considered back into the top 3 and top 5? I mean, Saquon Barkley was what, the number 2 or 3 pick in the draft. He's worth every bit of it with the Eagles. And granted, part of the problem with running backs, he was banged up a bunch in New York. Derrick Henry is a big reason. Obviously, Lamar will be the main, but Derrick Henry, a big reason for the Ravens. We've talked about Joe Mixon and his effect on the Texans. You could argue that Mixon's been the most important player in that offense. So I'm curious where Jeanty will go, but he's this pace he's on, though, is getting ridiculous. We poked fun at Florida State for this stat, but the Noles have company. I got 4 schools, okay? 4 college football teams that have fewer, not touchdowns, that have scored fewer points this year. If you add up their entire season of points, touchdowns, field goals, safeties, extra points, Their scoring on the entire season, Ashton Jeanty has scored more points than 4 schools. By the way, the worst scoring offense in all of D1 college football is Mike Norvell's FSU Seminoles, just 133 points. Ooh. But Gianti has scored 162 points this year. That's more than Southern Miss, Kent State, Houston. I remember when Houston used to be run and gun, didn't they? Fireworks. And at the bottom, Florida State. So, wow. College football poll, the latest. I'll just say this for now. We'll talk more later. Odd man out this week, team without a chair. Remember last week it was Georgia? This week it's Tennessee. Tennessee, if the rankings were official and final, would be out barely. They'd be the first team out if it were today. But sit tight, win your games. Chaos is coming. If you're in that group there down there at 11, 12, 13, 14, win your games, you'll get in. There's a lot still to happen in regular season and then probably more importantly, conference championship game matchups. But as of the latest, it will be Tennessee the odd man out. With the 4 Big Ten, the 4 SEC, Boise, and maybe there's 5 even from the Big Ten. Boise, BYU, Notre Dame. Yeah, 4 and and then the ACC and Miami. 4-4, 1-1-1-1 is the way it stacks up right now. But again, some chaos and some shuffling for sure will be coming our way. Breaking news, the Cavs will not go undefeated in NBA basketball. They played at Boston last night. Must have been the thrilling atmosphere of the NBA Cup-y. But Celtics, the defending champs, knocks Cleveland from the ranks of the unbeaten. They end up tied for the second best start in NBA history at 15-0. They fell way behind last night. They made a run late, but just too much. They were down 20-something at one point. Every time I tried to jump in on that game, it'd be like 15 to 20-point spread. Then I'd see on the crawl it was a 3 or 5 point game, and I'd turn it over, and then it'd be 15 again in half a minute. So I gave up on that. Anywho, and the Lakers, man, we saw this cat just shoot up the SEC. Dalton Connect.
Connect 4.
Yeah, man, he's 2 games back to back. They probably need to put this brother into the starting lineup.
I think he did start.
Okay, maybe they pushed him in there. Last I heard, it was still like the debate they were having out there.
Yeah, I think he started last night.
37 points last night. I think he had 9 threes last night.
9 of them things.
And the bench and LeBron, they were loving it too now. And that's an important piece. That guy was a sharp shooter in college. I thought it was a great draft pick, and I'm surprised it's taken this long for him to really splash. But splash he did last night. Major League Baseball Managers of the Year go to rookie managers. Stephen Voigt of the Guardians. Pat Murphy of the Brewers, who no one expected much of, and they won the Central by 10. We got the Murphy Power Hour and more baseball talk coming your way just a little bit later this morning. All right, how about some of the headlines from the National Football League? They're brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin, not insurance, assurance. With Mandy Bowers and her dream team, visit her in Mandarin. Then just keep on going south over the Jointa Creek Bridge, and you can play the home course, Jointa Creek Golf Club, best value in golf. All right, a couple of things here. This word is breaking inside Jets camp. Is this a way of saying, hey, we don't want you back next year, but a report, I would kind of say it's a bit of a breach. There's a report saying Woody Johnson wanted to bench Aaron Rodgers after a Week 4 loss before the first month was even over. According to The Athletic, after losing 10-9 to the Broncos, where Rodgers was sacked 5 times and threw for 225 yards, no touchdowns, Johnson reportedly called an all-hands-on-deck meeting, including the team president, coaching staff, OC. During that meeting, he suggested to everyone that the team should bench Rodgers. He said he thought Tyrod Taylor would give his team a better chance of winning. The coaching staff apparently thought his idea was crazy. By the way, the head coach has been fired, and yesterday the GM got fired. And you know why you leak that? You leak that just so Aaron Rodgers knows that, yeah, we're moving on there, big fella. Your contract's not guaranteed with us. The hell, we're paying $50 million. You want to come play for 12? We'll talk. And even then, it would probably be too big a distraction. Boy, the more you think Aaron Rodgers, you think of the terrific job the Packers did at just managing his eccentricities. He's not that standard bearer for alpha dog quarterback leader. It's not his personality, not his I don't know, his aura, his essence. Anywho, Jets, like Jags, are done this year. They did fire their GM, Joe Douglas. Going to do a total reboot up there in New England. Deion Sanders is going to get linked to every big job that opens, whether it's college or NFL, and the Cowboys are a job that might perhaps come available, but he tried to dismiss speculation yesterday, said his, quote, kickstand down. In other words, he's happy where he's at, he's resting. You can't believe a word that Deion or any coach says at this time of year. I mean, go ahead and pull that one and archive it when in 4 weeks Deion's the new coach of, Auburn or the Cowboys, whoever. I told you earlier, Kevin Stefanski is on the hot seat there in Cleveland. Says he's not worried about it. He shouldn't be. That's ridiculous. Man, I mean, that team has faced all sorts of adversities. They've still risen up and pulled a few upsets this year, but man, they're playing with just constantly with distraction and injury, it seems like. Continuing with the football fix. Jags take a bye week. Yeah, I've seen your memes. I see. Bye week 32, Jaguars 16. Trey Lance is going to ultimately be given the shot to show just how good or bad he is, because Cooper Rush has just not been the answer, and he's going to continue to start, but expect to see more and more Trey Lance, who is somehow escaped any sort of label as being perhaps one of the biggest busts in the history of the league. I mean, they've made a lot of moves to move up and draft this guy number 3 overall. He's never going to make the field. All right. What do you think the Super Bowl favorites are according to the NFL? And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to skip past, all right? Going to skip past the first 5. They are way ahead of the rest of the league. Detroit, Kansas City, Buffalo, Baltimore, Philly. Those are your 5 favorites. Who do you think's next, D?
You said Buffalo?
Buffalo, yeah. They're the 3rd favorite, 6.5 to 1. Right now, it's Lions, 3.5 to 1. Chiefs, 4.5 to 1. Bills, 6.5 to 1. Ravens, 8 to 1. Eagles, 8.5 to 1. Who's next?
I got a feeling the
18 to 1. Chargers, you got to go down a bit. They're 25 to 1.
Okay. San Fran, no. What about
San Fran is 7th, by the way. They're still 20 to 1. Still believe that they can take that division and get right.
Are they believing in the Baltimore?
Baltimore already mentioned. They were 8 to 1. It's the Steelers.
Oh, wow. Shout out, Tomlin.
And this little mini conversation is a perfect kind of description of what the Steelers are. Just kind of out of sight, out of mind.
Yep.
But you look up on Sunday and they're winning. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Hicken Arrival next. We got Get Smart John next hour. It's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday. Murphy Power Hour. Much more ahead. So sit back and enjoy. You're listening to 1010XL on 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Every team has bumps and bruises, but a major injury can shake the season.
Let me know if he's ever going to play football again, or do I need to find me another wide receiver?
Listen for the personal injury attorneys Farah and Farah Injury Update.
Jacksonville.
On 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
This is Josh Woolsey with Woolsey Morecambe. When deciding what lawyer to trust with your car accident or injury case, the most reliable way is reviews and results. You want to be treated well, and you want a great result. Woolsey Morecambe's reviews speak for themselves, and I challenge any firm to compare results. We offer the resources of a large law firm and the customer service of a boutique practice. If you want to be treated right and want great results, call Woolsey Morecambe at 1-800-WOOLSEY. Offices, Jacksonville.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here.
Prize. What the
world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right. Dan, I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. Johns County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, monster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it," and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
David Lane here again for Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. After several surgeries for age-old issues, mainly my back and shoulders, there's no doubt that Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is my sustaining resource for living pain-free. Take it from me, and I'm being really honest here, there's no better orthopedic facility here in Jacksonville.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Good teachers and coaches get the most out of their scholar athletes. That's why 1010XL salutes the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
And the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Wednesdays on The Frangie Show.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Once in a lifetime savings.
No corporate jeweler does that.
Beard's Diamonds does. It's their incredible 44th anniversary sale.
Everything store-wide is on sale, up to an unbelievable 44% off at the St. John's Town Center or at beardsdiamonds.com.
This is Hayes Carline for Skylife Elite. Are you tired of canceled flights, unruly passengers, and layovers? Call my friends at Skylife Elite. Consider using private charter flights for your next adventure. Yes, you can afford it. Make your own schedule. Fly direct. Drive your car to Craig Airport and get directly on the plane. Skylife Elite can make that happen. Call 490-9332, go to flyskylife.com, and find them on social media. Fly Skylife Elite, North Florida's premier private air charter.
Attention golfers, Hidden Hills Golf Club is an attractive destination for golfers all over the Southeast. You too will enjoy our classic Arnold Palmer design that will test your game and keep you coming back. Book a tee time at hiddenhillsgc.com.
Hey, it's Mike Dempsey, and you know how I feel about Pella Windows and Doors. Great design, strongest warranties, and the highest quality product. I even chose Pella Windows for my own home. And whether you're a homeowner replacing windows or building a new home or a trade professional working with clients, I know the design experts at Pella will help your project run smoothly and look great. Visit PellaJacks.com or the Pella showroom on Phillips Highway. That's Pella Windows and Doors.
Jags fans, looking for the perfect activity around the holidays? We've got you covered with the inaugural Teal Trot 5K. The race takes place outside Everbank Stadium, Saturday, December 21st. We can't wait to see you there. Your registration includes the 5K, a throwback Jaguars headband, and a ticket to the December 29th game against the Titans. Visit jaguars.com/Teal Trot to sign up today.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by First Coast Honda Dealers. As Florida gets ready for Ole Miss, head coach Billy Napier remarked on the continued progress of freshman quarterback DJ Lagway.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to just day to day. He didn't have a setback. I think he feels a little bit better at this point in the week than he did last week.
Florida's men basketball took down FAMU. Senior guard Will Richards scored 20 points to lead 4 Florida players in double figures. It was a tale of two halves for head coach Todd Golden.
I thought we played really well in the first half. Thought we did a good job to get a 24-point lead. Just on the second half, we let our foot off the gas a little bit. Our expectation is to be able to play 2 complete halves.
The latest CFP rankings were released on Tuesday evening. Currently, Miami is projected to receive a first-round bye. Georgia, with the win over Tennessee, is back in the playoff picture, making them one of 4 SEC teams that are in. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
It's 7:03 and it's 67 degrees. Your time and your tip is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Oh! Oh! You know it!
Guess what day it is?
Mike.
Guess what day it is?
Guess what day it is, E?
Mike gonna tell you.
Is he gonna tell me?
Anybody?
Anyone? Anyone out there? I'm looking.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
There you go.
Hey, Mike. Take it, Mike.
Hump day.
Yeah!
That dog excited
Yes!
about hump day.
Hey! Tell him again, E.
Hump day!
Uh-oh. Yeah! Let's celebrate. Woo! I'm pumped up for Humped Up. Good to be here on a Hump Day Wednesday. I saw some interesting things in the world of sports.
Did you now?
I did.
I like that. I like when you come in.
I'm going to say something very controversial.
Uh-oh. That's you, Mr. Controversy.
That's where I'm at right now.
All right. What you got?
I'm going to talk about an NFL coach. I don't think he should be on the hot seat. I don't think he should be fired.
Okay. Doug Peterson.
That's where you thought I was going, but of course not. Yesterday, we learned a lot of things. We learned that, man, different perspectives in different towns and different teams. Different perspectives on your leaders in different towns and different teams.
Okay.
Example. The New York Jets fire what's his name?
Joe Douglas.
Joe Douglas. Hugh Douglas. Joe Douglas. He gone. So you can, Jeff, you can fire someone mid-season.
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah. In Dallas, I don't think why is Mike McCarthy on the hot seat? Why do they hate Mike McCarthy so much in Dallas?
Because of the playoff failures, being a top seed, and
Is that his fault?
Well, yeah, it's the coach.
It is?
Yeah.
So he got out-coached in all those games?
I think that was part of it. His quarterback didn't help him, but that's always the case.
Yeah.
But to your point,
12-5,
John Harbaugh doesn't answer for Lamar. It just depends on the market, I guess.
12-5, 12-5, 12-5.
Yeah. How many playoff wins? One?
None. One.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
But it's like they've never.
Reality's not part of sports fandom.
Yeah.
Dallas continues to hold itself in a vein like they are, the Patriots or the Chiefs or the Niners are teams that have actually done something in 30 years.
The guy who should be fired, honestly, is Jerry Jones. He should fire himself as a general manager.
I would say this, Hick. You don't like their roster? I think their roster's good. It's 12. I mean, I think the drumbeat of Jerry Jones is a terrible GM. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if the salary cap is.
2 words.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry.
Well,
wanted to be a Cowboy.
Sure. Okay.
They could have afforded him.
That's a mistake. They misjudged that one.
That hurt them.
Yeah.
They have no ground game. And now Dak's out for the year. It's over. It's over.
I think Dak out for the year was probably over anyway, but Derrick Henry would have been interesting to see if they could have ridden him a little harder. The problem with Dallas is they're not competitive right now. They're getting blown out.
No, they're losing at home. I get that. This year's a wash. It's over.
I hear you.
But why? Because of
know why? Because he was on the hot seat without this year.
But why?
Because they have no playoff success.
Okay.
It's viewed as a roster with a lot of talent that's not winning, and you can't fire all the players.
Yeah. Would you fire Mike McCarthy?
Gone.
Yeah. It's different cities have different perspectives.
There's also, and listen, this isn't a huge thing, and I don't like to generationalize our perspective, but it's just a fact that an entitlement, I don't mean as a negative word. It's not critical, but sports fans are a lot less patient now than they've been in history, and that it extends into the organizations themselves.
Okay, let me ask you another one.
Yeah. Like Tom Landry had a coach for, over a decade in Dallas before he won anything.
Yeah.
They don't. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw would have never made it past year 2 in the NFL in today's league.
That's right.
He'd be out of the league.
That's right. If your record, I'll ask both of you guys this question. If your record is 120-40,
it's pretty good.
Should you be fired under any circumstances?
No.
Okay. Because that happened in professional sports yesterday.
The Bruins coach?
Yeah.
I don't care about hockey, so
I know you don't, but it's got to be mentioned.
That's another one. Did they end up winning the 1 year?
Okay,
they never did win the title, right? They had the best record 1 year by a mile.
So his first year, he sets
what year was that? 21,
22, 23.
So he's only there 2 years.
All right, 2+ years.
Okay.
First year, 135 points, President's Cup.
Did that set the record even or no?
I can't remember.
I feel like there was a chase by then.
It was.
Yeah.
They were 65-12, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
I saw that
that's his first year. So, but they got blitzed in the first round of the playoffs by Florida.
That's right.
Who, by the way, is
won
best
the next
team
year
in hockey.
But still, it's an 8 losing to a 1, or a 1 losing to an 8.
The next year, it's
year.
a little different in hockey.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Last year, 47-20, 109 points. Listen, again, unbelievable year. You get over 100 points. So they win their first round of the playoffs. They lose to Florida in the second round. This year, slow start, 8-9-3, fired.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know what goes into that hockey chemistry mindset development.
But you know sports and you know coaching.
I answered the question before you gave me the particulars. No, I'm not firing. That's silly.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the problem with this, I can have this conversation about any Major League, NFL, or MLB team, but I don't know the personnel moves, the strengths and weaknesses of hockey teams. I can tell you brand names and if they've been good, but I don't know enough about decisions that the front office have made in Boston or strengths or weaknesses or any of that stuff. I do know that they were the best team in hockey just a couple years ago with this guy as the coach, and I doubt he's forgotten everything.
As they say in hockey, let's do that hockey.
He won a natty at Denver.
Okay, he came from college then.
Okay.
Did he go and then immediately in Boston? Was that his first year in Boston?
No, he coached someplace else and did well.
Who did they, is there Raymond Bork going to come in and save the day? What do you do?
No, they gave it to the assistant with the chance of. But let me ask you this question. So
the assistant probably knows more than the head guy. I mean, is that what they're thinking?
It's a fair question. So, tell me.
You can ask the question the same way the other way, though. How can a guy with this record still have a job?
What do you mean?
In a vacuum, a free world of hiring and firing, guys don't get fired because of either their contract status. See Mike Norvell. Mike Norvell should be fired.
Okay. Well, let me ask you that factors in. That's different. So, did they fire him in Boston because they expect the cup every year?
No, they fired him in Boston because they expect a cup any year.
Yeah,
not every year, just any year. And I guess
the Bruins won a cup when?
I'm trying to think. In the 70s?
72.
Okay.
And then they won in 2011.
Oh, so they did win in 11. I don't recall that.
Yeah.
Who they beat? Detroit?
And that's it. They beat Vancouver.
A lot of people call Vancouver the Detroit of
We beat
Canada.
Vancouver last night.
You also beat Vancouver for your cup.
We did.
The bigger the game, the higher the flame. The Rangers skate into Calgary in the Saddle Dome tomorrow.
Yeah, we're on the west. We're in the Canada.
We
get together.
I don't know if the Islanders are any good. We beat them last night, so look out.
Anyway, so different towns have different perspectives,
and maybe different sports,
and different sports.
Yeah.
But it's
is that the fans calling for that? I don't know if there's internals that are like strife between the coach and the owner. Who knows?
Now around these parts, I think we're all in agreement that there should be change.
Yeah, there should be what they should do what the Jets have done. And part of that is I wonder, man, you need right now, Shad needs to hire a consultant right now outside of the purvey of the guys that are there, and they need to have somebody to tell them who to do what in the interim. But, yeah, the sooner the better on just changing the regime, giving the guys a new clean start, dude. This coaching staff and this front office have made these guys worse than they really are. How about that? Like, we have players that are playing worse than they really are, but because of how and when and why they're being played and developed. I believe that.
Our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day brought to you by Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, the Gators, and the PGA Tour. What was the worst loss of the Peterson era? The worst loss of the Peterson era. I give you 4 choices. 52-6 Sunday. 34-3 to San Francisco last year. 40-14 to the Lions in 2022. Or stay tuned. The best is yet to come.
Some people would answer the Tennessee game last year because of the impact.
Yeah.
As far as just how pitiful. And
the Buffalo game this year was bad.
That was bad, but it was
I picked Detroit over Buffalo I picked one from each year.
Yeah, Detroit is this year's Detroit game?
Yes.
You got that on there?
Yes.
That's the most feeble performance that the team will ever have. They'll play another 100 years. They will never embarrass themselves and us and the city and the sport and the fans like they did on Sunday. That was atrocious. It was weak. It was half-hearted. It was meek, and it was a milk lapping performance by the Kitty Cats. Pitiful. Just went right over the saucer and lapped milk for 3 hours.
Do you
and went
concur,
home.
sir?
Yeah, man, 52-6.
That's weak.
All right, 600 votes, 66% agree with you, 52-6 on Sunday. 34-3, San Fran got 9%. The Lions at 22 only got 2.2%. Stay tuned, though, 22.8%. They're down.
I don't know.
The boys are down.
Here's the problem.
The Jags.
It may not be the worst. Stay tuned if it's the worst in Jags history. I would suspect it will be the worst in Peterson's history because that history ain't much longer.
Well,
you're going to lose more than 52-6 this year?
Who knows? Stay tuned.
All right.
Dreamfinders Homes everywhere you want to be. 15 communities in Jacksonville to check them out. And by the way, take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said a 2.99%. You'll find that dream home. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, they'll help you navigate that home purchase. Check it out, if you will, at dreamfindershomes.com. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
I did not want to interrupt a Dan time, and I see why. It was excellent content you brought right out of the gates here. But I
tied it all together.
You did. That's what you're a weaver. You're a weaver. But as you did all that, I do have this morning, and you're going to enjoy this. I'll save it for the 10-minute drill. We got to get Smart John next.
Yes.
I have a guaranteed firing today.
Okay, good.
I can guarantee you a dude that's going to get fired today.
Wow.
And I'll show you evidence of it. I'll show you why.
Is it either of us?
No. Well, I mean.
That's fine.
No. And I will show you the evidence of how I can make this declaration. So stand by for that. That goes for all of you. Coming up in about a half hour. Get Smart John is next to Peak Trust Plumbing Wednesday.
This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
Jaguar fans, you might as well start doing your homework. Will Campbell, LSU left tackle. Kelvin Banks Jr., left tackle at Texas. And right tackle Cameron Williams are all guys who will be on the Jags draft board. Obviously, they need help in a lot of different places. When you're 2-9, you certainly do that. They talk about needs at cornerback, yes. Safety, yes. Wide receiver, yes. Offensive tackle, yes. Defensive tackle, yes. The remaining strength of schedule, though, is 32nd in the NFL. So certainly a chance to at least move out of number 1. And that's your Duval Minute. And Draft Talk, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Lift Power is looking to draft some experienced lift truck and dock and door technicians in the Jacksonville area. The benefits include 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Come see why Lift Power is one of the best places to work in our area and has been voted as such for the past several years. Rapidly growing, proudly serving Jacksonville for more than 50-plus years, family-owned and operated. Man, we want you to have the opportunity to be part of that family. All you got to do is go to liftpower.com and read more information. That's liftpower.com.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here. It's the play that turned hope into victory.
Plenty of time goes downfield, and he's got it complete.
Performance Painting presents the high-performance play of the game.
He is a force to be reckoned with. He's been doing it a long time.
On 1010XL, prepare, protect, preserve.
Bolt City AC, heating that rules.
Is your AC ready for the holidays? Bolt City Heating and Air ensures your AC stays in tip-top shape. We know that a clean AC is a healthy AC. Upgrade yours for just $96 a month and enjoy free duct cleanings with your new system. Plus, ask about our 0% financing options.
Bolt City AC, we got the crew. Bolt City AC.
Visit BoltCityAC.com.
Hey, couldn't be any happier than to be part of the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you be treated when you visit that beautiful showroom off Atlantic Boulevard. I love talking about George Moore Chevrolet because they love working with you. And if you want, I got my boy Blue. If you want a truck, a Silverado, a car, an SUV, an electric, a pre-owned, George Moore Chevrolet's got it. If you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, hey, no worries. MooreChevy.com. More with an E. Easy to navigate. Is any site you can try. All the vehicle sales service. Oh, did I mention the service department? Gabe and the boys over there are unbelievable. They'll take good care of you. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet together. Let's drive.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Now that's what I call high-quality H2O. If you want high-quality water in your home at a fair price that won't scare you to death, then talk to someone who knows water and is not a pushy salesman. Contact your local water boy, Keith. I install premium equipment and can repair or even rebuild your existing system. In a business known for aggressive sales tactics, let me show you how my approach is different. If you've got any water problems, contact the water boy at waterboyjack.com.
Discover the difference that local expertise makes at First Coast Lighting and Fans. Visit their showroom at the Avenues and browse high-quality products to match your desire for elegance, quality, and uniqueness at First Coast Lighting and Fans.
Interested in a unique date night? Gibby here. I took my wife Nikki to Wick a Candle Bar. She made her own custom candle right there in the store. Shop local at Wick a Candle Bar. Locations in San Marco and Jax Beach.
It's the blog players put their pads on for.
So we got to bring my thoughts and observations on our home team. That's what I share with you every week on my blog.
Roland Reach Plumbing brings you Hayes Blog on 1010XL.com.
Hey, Hicken here for America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with more than 5 million active members. Prize Picks. Prize Picks is cool, man. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 players, stat projections, and you watch the winnings roll in. More yards, more touchdowns. You know, it's real simple. And when your money hits, your picks hit, you can get your money quick, right? Prize Picks puts their members first. All withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. I like to make Sundays fun days, but here's all you got to do. You got to download the app. It's real easy. I can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Download the Prize Picks app. Use code JAX, J-A-X. You get $50 instantly when you play 5. That's code JAX on Prize Picks. You get $50 when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, man. Run your game.
Now, the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Gator Injury Report.
The Florida Gators welcomed back starting quarterback DJ Lagway after he missed the previous 2 games with a hamstring injury. Lagway's role played a massive impact in the Gators' 27-16 win over LSU on Saturday night. As the Gators are reaching the home stretch of their season with 2 games left, they will be releasing more information on this week's injury report coming up on Wednesday night. I'm Max Fink here with your Gator Injury Report update presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
I'm here with Danny Van Sickle, Director of the Electrical Training Alliance. Danny, tell me about your program.
Hey, Rick, we're a 5-year electrical apprenticeship. Our students start out making over $40,000 a year, and right now graduate making over $90,000
$2,000 a year, including benefits. There is no tuition or no student debt. You just have to apply and get accepted.
Did you say no tuition and no student debt?
You heard that right, Rick. Once you're accepted to the program, your only cost are the books and the course fees. About $800 a year.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. How can I learn more?
Just go to etajax.org and you can apply there.
Apply by May 23rd.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, Get Smart John, driven by Jenkins Hyundai of Jacksonville. Before you buy, give us a try. JenkinsHyundaiofJacksonville.com.
All right, gang, before we bring in Get Smart John, who is the king of the SOs, king of the shout-outs, right?
By the way, I
John,
think
he never stops with the shout-outs.
I think John's favorite Jaguar player, I know who it is.
Okay. Who? Do you want to hold that? Or you
no,
want to,
I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
It's Savage.
Fair. All right, but there's this. And credit for the creativity of sending it in, of delivery. That's the word I'm looking for. Y'all please shout out to Fernandina Beach Middle School head football coach, Raleigh Green.
Raleigh.
Shout out.
You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
To me,
ready?
Raleigh.
Why? Not for a district championship. Not for a state title. Not for a promotion.
Is he headed to greener pastures?
Nope. Here is the reason that we're shouting out Fernandina Beach Middle School head football coach, Raleigh Green.
Talk to me.
The text continues. He has subjected me to the torture of listening to Jeff and Dan since we started dating 20 years ago. They're finally starting to grow on me, and he never misses an episode. Go Coach Green and the Pirates.
Shout out Pirates.
Yeah, credit for the creativity
Shout
of
out
delivery.
Guggenella.
Yeah, see? Just, again, we're growing you that way like a fungus.
Like a fungus.
Yeah.
Scratches.
Now I bring in Get Smart John.
Johnny!
Good morning, Guggens. Good morning.
What's up, my friend?
Not too much. I would have to say when you say favorite Jaguar player, because I see him probably 3 or 4 times a week, I'd probably have to be Puz.
No, it's Savage, dude. Don't you get the joke? Savage? Yeah, okay. Darnell Savage. Forget Paz. He's retired. He's old news.
Yeah, just because you got a man crush on
what
him
are
and
you gonna say?
you stalk him over at the gym, I mean, that's your business. We don't mess with that.
Yeah. I mean, what's next? Chris Hamburger, your favorite commander?
Gonna love.
55.
I saw Puz in the steam room, and I asked him, Puz, what about that?
Every kid growing up that is my age at one point in their childhood thought the guy's name was Chris Hamburger. Of course we did. Every single one of us.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Hall of Famer. By the way, so I filled in did an extra trivia show this past Monday night.
Yes.
And at Beach Bowl. Great place.
Very good.
Yeah, great place. And met some longtime listeners, Guggens. So shout out to Andy Lee and Gary Foltz.
Shout out Andy Lee, Gary Foltz.
Shout out.
Thank you for listening. Yes. Okay. So let me start off by saying that it was a antisocial on a question.
Yeah.
And but the thing of it is, and Jeff, because you played a bit, what was surprising, this question was in the first round.
That's outrageous. Well, leave that.
Typically, our softballs.
Well, leave the heavy lifting for us.
Right. Well,
we'll clear. Thankfully, you've already given them the answers. They didn't have to wait till this morning for when we give the right answer. Yeah.
Oh.
Are
you proving them wrong before?
Well, you know us, John. Are we going to get it or miss it? That's fair.
I think you're going to miss it.
Okay. Then I do too. So we'll see.
But you've proven again.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So, and I pull for you guys. Okay.
Thank
I
you.
do.
I mean, we went Cervantes on you last week. Be careful.
That's right.
Tilting the windmills here.
Okay. We're going to get started today with history.
Don't know much about history.
What was the name of the first man-made satellite to orbit the Earth?
Okay, there's Sputnik.
Sputnik.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Only because we've not heard of another.
I was trying to think, is there another one?
Yeah. Gemini.
We could have talked ourselves into that if we kept going.
Yeah, go Sputnik. And so the Ruskies beat us, huh?
Yeah, they
Dirty
beat
dogs.
us.
Yeah. They put the first satellite and they put the first man in space, too.
Yeah,
By the way, I learned
we
about.
got to the moon first, though, huh?
I'll have
Didn't
more
They never
on
made
the.
it to the moon. They
more
never
on-
even made it to the moon.
I got more on our space station astronauts and my concerns a little bit later in the
Wow,
program.
look at that.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Advertising.
Advertising. Mad Men.
Which car rental company did O.J. Simpson used to do commercials for, running through airports, jumping over suitcases?
Superstar in rent-a-cars Hertz, I believe.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yes. It just shows you about the
Go,
generation
O.J.,
gap.
go!
Yeah, that's right. The little old lady, too. Yeah, that these little kids.
He was a
I shouldn't say little.
superstar, man. Just
He was. They, just
They
didn't
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't know.
Got that evil in him.
Oh, so shocking. Everybody loved OJ.
The juice.
Oh,
Juice, man.
They loved it.
I mean, yeah.
The culture loved the juice.
Yeah.
Everybody
We're still
loved
looking
the
for
juice.
the cinnamon, the other joint for culture, ain't we?
Juice is gone, right?
Juice
Yeah,
passed
he
on.
died.
Yeah.
He died. Yeah.
He's on.
Juice doing laps this morning in the
Yeah,
heated
Juice is
pool.
doing some laps. Juice better come clean somewhere.
Music.
Man alone.
Oh,
It really was the first sign of the idiocracy when they let the man stretch his hand out as wide as a catcher's mitt and tell us the glove didn't fit.
Doesn't fit.
We said, okay, cool, he innocent.
He
Move
didn't do
on.
it because they wanted to find him innocent.
I know, we all did, didn't we?
Right. Yeah, the effect of celebrity.
Damn it, Juice.
Yeah. What UK band had a #1 hit in 1981 with the song "Don't You Want Me"?
Don't you want me?
Don't you want me? Oh,
Here you go.
yeah. Is that? Oh, I know. Oh, it's just
Don't you
there.
want me?
I just had it. It's like a multiple name band, isn't it?
Me,
It's
baby.
Dum,
Human
dum,
League.
dum.
huh?
Yeah.
Yes. There you go.
Human League.
That's it.
Don't you want me?
Oh, I was working at.
I don't even know how I know that song.
Bar. Yeah.
11 Fraternity Row. Guys, grab your girls and get out there. It's Don't You Want Me.
Very good. Science. Ivan Pavlov experimented with conditioned reflexes,
Yes.
primarily with what type of animal?
Be a dog. I'd be
I
a
know, right.
dog.
Right. And by the way, that was a second round question. And, I don't like
Wow.
easy questions in the second round. I like them to be more difficult.
That was easy.
Maybe someone said Pavlov's frog. You never know.
Okay, here's a good one. Classic TV.
Yes.
The Happy Days spinoff, Joni Loves Chachi.
Oh,
Who
dear.
could forget, right?
Yeah.
What's
Everyone.
Joni
What's
took
that?
Joni took a bad turn.
Yes.
Aaron Moran.
May she rest in peace. That's right. Was set in which city?
I want to say it's Chicago for some reason.
See, I didn't watch Joni Loves Chachi.
Are we in Milwaukee?
Happy Days
then?
was Milwaukee.
Were
But
they,
then they moved.
were they in Milwaukee?
They were in Milwaukee.
They just weren't in Wisconsin. So it's not going to. So it's either going to be.
So it could be Chicago.
Chicago's close.
Yeah, and that's
It's kind of a chachi thing.
Yeah, like a little more.
But I never watched the show. Not a single minute. I don't know.
Anything on Joni Loves Chachi?
You heard of the show?
What's a cha-chi?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
That's fair.
I know a cha-cha
Scott Baio.
slide.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
But did you ever watch the show? They
Never.
weren't like in college,
Never.
were they? They didn't go off to
Never.
Madison, or
Yeah.
it could be that they could have gone off to college.
No, I think they were older.
Were they? Oh, let's go.
I don't
Let's
know.
go. No.
Chicago or Milwaukee? You got to go with one. You went Chicago. Let's go.
Well,
for it.
but you said they already lived in Milwaukee, so
Well, Happy
you'd think-
Days was in
you'd
Milwaukee.
think they'd
right?
move? That'd be
Right.
part of the storyline, or
Right.
why wouldn't you never see the rest of the family? We'll go Chicago,
Very good.
Good pull.
only because they're so close.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was good.
Like an hour apart, I think. A little more.
Simple drive.
Yeah.
Yes. Recent events.
Yes, sir.
Michael Rice, a butcher in Germany, recently began making meatballs from what ring-tailed pest as a solution to the animal's overpopulation?
My God. Is that where we're at? I mean, the ringtail. What animal's got the ringtail there, gang?
Your animal.
Yeah. I mean,
That's it.
This is the apocalyptic beginning of infiltrating the human bloodstream. Let's die and let them make meatballs out of us, and we'll poison them all one by one.
Rocky?
Is there anything else with a ring-tailed lemur? Ever heard of one of those?
I have, but we ain't taking lemurs.
I mean, it's got to go raccoon, doesn't it? Yeah, we're going to go raccoon.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes.
Okay.
I ain't eating them.
Are you? They're eating. They'll eat you. I mean, I guess eat them before they eat you.
You imagine Freddie the raccoon seeing you pop one of those raccoon meatballs. He'd be coming for you.
I'll tell you one thing too.
He'd be looking at you like in shock. Like, are you eating?
No,
one
the
of my
problem
cousins?
is that they're nice and friendly until they're not. So if you're always nice and giving them what they want, they look cute and cuddly. But buddy, take it away or don't give it, and goodbye life.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, now here I'm going to ask the antisocial question.
Oh, this is it, huh? Okay, hold on. I've got to really think, man.
Right.
Clear the brain. Let me get a sip of coffee.
Yeah, this is actually question 2 in round 1.
Question
so that's
2.
What, yeah, okay. The category is awards.
Awards.
In what country is the Nobel Peace Prize awarded?
Isn't it Helsinki, Finland?
Yeah, Finland.
No.
Austria?
No. So all but the Nobel Peace Prize are awarded in Sweden, but the Nobel Peace Prize is awarded in
France?
Oslo, Norway.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
We could have got it with a guess.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Finland, Norway. A lot of people say they're the same thing. Just depends on where you live, what you call them.
Go ask Laurie Markkinen what he thinks.
He doesn't know. Where am I from? Norland.
Okay. Same name.
Same name, different game.
What song by Ben E. King shares its name with the 1986 movie that stars Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell, River Phoenix, and Will Wheaton?
Darling, darling, stand by me. Won't you stand?
You get extra credit when they sing the answers
By
on, or
me.
you just ask them to turn in the paper?
E, you know that one?
Nah, bro.
Come on, E.
At least not in that tone.
You know Stand By Me.
And the thing about that is, that song was re-released and went to number 1 again.
Yeah, it was his tone.
There you go. That one.
Yeah.
Clean it up for you, little hick. A little. Just a little.
Very good. Music.
Manilow!
Dancing Manilow. That's a real screen.
You, Dan, and Jeff will get this, but I want to see if E can get this.
Oh, look at that. Throwing it down. How are we going to get a music question that he doesn't get?
That means it's got to be
Because
a
it's
Whitey
70s,
song.
80s.
It'd be a little bit older. That's
Who
all.
is Conway Twitty? Nope. Wasn't he? He was on the Sylvester, right? The Bugs Bunny. Anyway.
Okay. What Sugar Hill Gang song was the first rap single to hit the Billboard Top 40?
Oh, I'm going to tell you, I know it's at the tip.
Yeah, go. You got it.
I want to say that. I jump. It's,
2 words.
That's right.
First word's possessive. It's somebody's something.
It's
a long song, too.
Oh, man. So long.
Nah, as soon as y'all say it's going to hit me.
Yeah, Rapper's Delight. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Scared me there for a second. Hicken yesterday had me saying curse words on the air. That bothered me for 10 minutes.
Yeah, that was a great song because back in the day when I used to DJ at the skating rink.
I can see that. So on brand.
And go out and have a smoke during is what you would do, John. Go rip a dart.
I would actually put on my skates and maybe skate around for a little bit.
Couple skate. Where's Beef?
Of course you would. Where's Beef? I want a rubber leg.
This one goes out to my good buddy Beef.
Wish you were here.
He just went down.
Still so disappointed that John continues to live the lie, not admit to us that he had a perm back in the day because he just screams perm.
He had a perm.
I never said he didn't have one. Oh, nice Rapper's Delight. Yes.
I'm going to go have a dart. I'll be back in a few.
Okay. All right.
Enjoy. Pat Benatar, hit me with your best shot.
And, as I've said in the past, I do find inspiration from your show.
Okay, good.
on many occasions, and this is no exception. So, for your audio clue, and this is one, let it marinate for a little bit. I think you'll appreciate it.
All right.
And E, producer extraordinaire, if you would.
Are this all your lunches? You mean you eat other people's lunches? Stop it!
Oh.
Now we're going to do something extremely fun. We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is My Daddy and What Does He Do? Yes?
Is your daddy a fireman? He's probably big. Is he a wrestler? Is he a basketball coach?
No.
What's the matter?
I have a headache.
It might be a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all.
We also get the anatomical breakdown of mothers and fathers, I think, later in
I
that
didn't
scene.
put that one in.
Yeah.
Right.
Do we need to know the movie?
Yes.
Was that Kindergarten Cop?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. But I thought that was
not a tumor.
Maybe it's a tumor. It's not a tumor.
Okay, good job.
Boys have and girls have a.
Right. That's okay. Games.
People play.
In the game Battleship, how many hits does it take to sink the submarine?
3 or 4.
Yes. Which I don't know. Which is what's the
big one's
The destroyer's 5. Is the submarine the next one in line? I mean, come on, Coast Guard. You ain't never played Battleship either?
Yeah, I got that for Gritty at the crib. I thought it was 3, but I could be wrong.
Well,
we'll
that could
go
be
with you.
3.
You played it late.
What's the second biggest? What would that be?
It's 3 or 4.
A battleship.
Why do I think there's...
Maybe it's a battleship is the one with 4, and then submarines 3.
Oh, you sunk my battleship.
Yeah, we're going to go... let's go 3. 3.
3 is correct.
Ah, good job, E.
Shout out.
Yes, yeah.
Is it hot in here?
Battleship. Okay. Geography.
Blue question. Oh, boy.
Pressure.
Yes, Cervantes. Off the coast of Peru.
Well, you know what? That's very, very good that you said that, Dan, because the question begins, off the coast of which continent will you find the Strait of Magellan?
Strait of Magellan. That's not South America. Strait of Magellan's in my mind. It's down
Africa,
right?
It's
down at the bottom, right?
He goes under Africa to get around get to his elbow. I would say Africa and not spend a lot of time here.
I like that.
Africa.
South America.
Yeah, South America.
What is South America?
Yeah. Probably knew that.
Dang.
That's bad.
That's bad. It's embarrassing.
Nah, not really.
Straight Magellan.
Yeah.
You gelling?
Right, we got time for one
gelling.
more.
We got time for one
annoying.
more.
Okay, movies. This is a good one.
Good.
What was the name of the dolphin Ace Ventura was trying to find in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective?
That is a good one.
All right then.
Is it like a? I don't know.
Oh, I would know. And it's going to be one of those when you hear it, you know exactly what it is.
Sure.
You don't know? You didn't see Pet Detective? Laces out. What's in it? Yeah, it's like a one syllable name, I think.
Oh, I thought you almost said it.
Yeah, it's right. It's Splash.
It's 2 syllable.
Damn it, I don't know then.
Pookie.
Ray. I don't know. What is it?
Snowflake.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Not doing it for me.
Ray Finkel.
All right. I know. Thank you, John. We're going to take the call today. That's Get Smart John each and every Wednesday right here on The Drill. We got the 10-minute drill, a guaranteed firing. I have photographic proof. Next.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Frank Frangie here. This November, Nimnik Buick GMC is honoring the brave men and women who have served our country. Nimnik is proud to announce their partnership with K9s for Warriors. With every vehicle purchased, you're helping provide highly trained service dogs for military veterans and supporting the K9s for Warriors mission. And this month, Nimnik Buick GMC is offering a $500 military appreciation discount on select new Buick and GMC models. So who makes your purchase go further for veterans? Nobody but Nimnik. Shop 24/7 at NimnikBuickGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The great American race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Call State Farm agent Rami Elabu, 309-9077.
Prosser here for Lifetime Flooring. You've heard us rave about Lifetime Enclosures. Now let's talk about Lifetime Flooring. I can tell you firsthand, the product, services, best in Jacksonville. As you know, updating your floors is one of the most dramatic changes you can make to your home. Call the experts at Lifetime Flooring now and ask about their buy one room, get one room free promotion through Christmas. 0% financing available to meet any budget. Visit their beautiful showroom just off Phillips Highway. And as always, tell them Prosser sent you.
Roland Reich Plumbing, there when you need them. Big or small plumbing problem, call Roland Reich Plumbing anytime at 260-7059. 260-7059, where quality and experience count.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
When you want to be heard, send your opinion to the 1010XL text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures.
Thank you for believing in me when the bosses didn't give me a chance.
641-1010. No texting and driving. Get your thoughts heard on 1010XL.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too. From Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Collisions happen on every play in football. Collisions also happen every day on the road. If you need auto body repair, from a $30 job to a $30,000 job, trust San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boat Cierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
This is Dr. Steve Crenshaw, Assistant Team Physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jaguars brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Former Jag and NFL Network reporter Bucky Brooks was reluctantly impressed with the Lions' performance over the Jags.
This is a game where we're supposed to win. Let's take care of business and go about it. And watching that game, I said, they have the maturity of a champion.
Jag offensive lineman Mitch Morris is on the same page as his head coach in terms of the need for the team to have a reset.
I think the biggest thing is a mental and physical reset, and then we get to come out of this with 6 weeks of being able to just push.
Offensive lineman Anton Harrison says the Jags don't dwell on what they hear outside.
For us players, we just try to do our job, do what we told, and try to tune everything out outside of what we know in playing football. Try not to think of that. We try to just come here every day.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. They make the plays on and off the field. Now get ready for the Lockett Law High School Report. Brought to you by Lockett Law. Know before you blow.
All right, we're into the high school football playoff time. Thanks to Lee Lockett. We got we're going to honor one of our high school teams and one of our high school players. And every time I look up on a Friday night, I'm doing the show or not doing the show, I hear this kid's name. Every single Friday night, this kid's ripping off some 60-yard touchdown run.
Yeah. Nice.
And apparently he's done it a bunch of times because I was looking at his stats. He's got 19 tutties this year.
He reminds me of myself.
He does.
We're 7, I believe.
Did you have 1,471 rushing yards in your senior year?
I took 1,400 steps to class.
Okay. So he's a big part of the success over there at Ponte Vedra High School. The Sharks still in the playoffs. They're getting ready for a trip against Niceville. You remember Niceville, Price? Remember Kenny Felder and those
you
boys?
bet I do, yeah.
Yeah, let's bring in Brian.
Y'all bring in everybody, man.
Let's bring in Brian Case right now. Brian, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
We're doing well.
good,
We're doing well. Talk about your season. Congratulations. Still playing. It's always good. Always good to be playing towards Thanksgiving. So I know there's excitement in the air out at Ponte Vedra as you have already won your first playoff game. What do you got coming up?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got Niceville this week. And one of our goals that we set preseason, we set 3 goals, and one of them was to practice on Thanksgiving. So we're hoping to win this week and then get that done next week. And, so the season's going great so far. We're 9-2 and rolling into the playoffs, and we're hot. So
yeah, they're hot.
I'm excited.
You haven't lost. You have your last loss was a 2-point loss to Fleming Island, and that's it. Then you lost the opener. So you're definitely on a roll. Those trips are fun for football teams. Right now, when do you guys go out there? How's that work as you head out to the Panhandle to play Niceville?
Yeah, so we leave Ponte Vedra at 8 a.m., and then we're doing a walkthrough at Swanee High School in Live Oak.
Okay.
And then we're going to stop again to eat in Tallahassee. I'm not sure where yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll be in Niceville. But it's about a 5-hour drive straight through, but it'll take longer than that.
You tell those Ponte Vedra dads to get off the wallets and get yourself some good grub. We're not doing any drive-through at Quincy's, okay?
Not sure there is a Quincy's or if
Quincy's?
they ever had a drive-through.
No Quincy's at drive-throughs?
We'll see.
I'm just asking. I'm throwing it out there. Brian, what's it like playing running back? I mean, you guys got a real good, big Jake's gone now, but you still got some big fellas up front, and you've had a lot of success there, not just this year, but I know you've had a wonderful high school career.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's obviously not possible without them running the ball. Got to give credit to my guys up front. I got Brody McLeod. He's our left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a few offers. He's got an offer from Duke and Memphis, and then a couple others. And then we got left guard Wyatt. He's a dog.
Okay.
He's not the biggest guy on the field, but he's a dog for sure.
Okay.
And then our center, his Buzz Bunkowski. His brother was a PV legend. I'd say he played basketball.
Oh yeah, I know Bunk. We all know Bunk.
Yeah. And then right guard Rocco Garcia. He's got an offer from Eastern Kentucky, and he's a dog too.
Yeah.
And then Colin Butler, our right tackle, his brother plays at Stetson. So yeah, all dogs up front.
It's been kind of a common theme, man, as we've had, kids in this year from Nice and from some of the other St. Johns County schools. And that is, man, you feel good about your chances once you get to the playoffs because of just how good football's gotten in the county. It just doesn't seem like there's a layup left. It seems like those rivalries with you and Nice and you and Creekside and Bartram and St. Augustine and all of you together, it's kind of lifting everybody up. And I'm curious if having that week-to-week competition for the last few years inside the regular season as you watch football in your county get stronger and stronger has helped you guys in your development as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think St. Johns County football is one of the best in Florida. I mean, most of our teams are in the playoffs. Bartram, unfortunately, didn't make it, but, I mean, they're always a good team.
Right.
And then, Nice is having a great year this year. They're still undefeated. Creekside, I think they lost last week. But, I think St. Johns County football is one of the best in Florida for sure.
Yeah. What is Ponte Vedra? 5A, 6A, what are we at?
We're 5A.
5A?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you guys, so Niceville beat Middleburg 49-13. You guys eliminated Beachside, so now you play them. You don't want to look ahead, but Fleming Island may be lurking. There could be another show. They got Lincoln, though, who's a good team.
How good is Niceville? Give me a little bit. What you got on Niceville as you just, look at them and scout them?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're in the Max Prep rankings.
Mm-hmm.
They're two rankings ahead of us. I think they're 32 and we're 34 in the
Okay,
state.
Good. It's good.
So it's good. It's on Max Preps. It's a even matchup or pretty even matchup. And then on scout teams, they rotate a lot of D linemen. So they play 22 guys on defense.
Wow,
is what our coach was telling us.
Mm-hmm.
So they rotate a lot of guys and they try to stay fresh. So we think their game plan is to try to wear us down, but we're really well conditioned, we're well coached, so I think we'll be fine. We're all positive here. We got a great mindset going into this game. We had a great practice today, and we're super excited. I've never seen the team more pumped up to play. So
we're visiting with Brian Case from Ponte Vedra High School. What's the most carries you've had in a game?
I had 30 against Beachside earlier this year and went for 220 yards.
How was that? How was the 30? Do you like getting the ball over and over and over and over and over and over and over again?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it when they call power or outside zone.
It takes us back to the old days, Brian. When we were in high school, that's all you did was run, pretty much. High school quarterbacks do it 7-8 times a game. It's it's almost a throwback now to hand it to a really good running back at the high school level.
If I was a quarterback at Ponte Vedra, I'd be like, all right, Brian, power again.
Take it again. Here comes Brian.
Hey, Brian. Hey, feel free to go down at the 5 so I can throw one in, would you? All right. How's your family doing? What are your college plans? Do you have any decisions yet, or do you want to play college ball? What are you thinking?
Yeah, so I do want to play college ball. I got offers earlier this summer from Florida and Wake Forest. Those were preferred walk-on offers.
Mm-hmm.
But the NCAA, they're changing a bunch of rules and stuff. So not sure how those will hold up. But I'm focused on the season right now. I'm trying to win states with the team. But I've been in contact with a bunch of other schools like Davidson, Columbia, St. Ivy's, and some of the smaller schools, but I really want to play at the FBS level. That's my goal.
Well, congratulations on everything. Give my best to your mom and dad, and how's your brother doing?
Oh yeah, he's doing good. He's at Florida.
Okay,
he's
good.
Living his best life. He loves it there. So.
Yeah. I bet he'd like to have a brother on the Gator football team.
That'd be nice.
Probably digging that.
I know.
Hey Brian, what's your 40?
So was it?
What's your 40?
I ran a 4.5 at Wake and Florida.
Well, that's good enough.
Okay,
that's good enough. Brian, did you do you remember the flag football game?
Here it comes.
We used to compete against with all you guys.
We couldn't get through the segment. We knew it was coming.
Who won those games? Who won those games, Brian? Most of the time.
They were always close. Me and my dad were actually just talking about that last night.
Your dad was the greatest, man. They're good.
They did say they were. I will say this: while he was bragging about all his success, he did talk about what a nice,
wonderful family.
Both he and he.
And the kid and Adam could run, man. We just have to get after him. He had some wheels. Yeah, he had some wheels.
Yeah, he was the fastest kid back in the day.
No doubt.
I hear your dad grill a mean burger, Brian.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
all right, man. Well, go.
Congratulations,
grill up Niceville and keep this dream run here at the end of the senior season alive. Good luck to you and your team, and both here in the playoffs and moving forward.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy. Congratulations. That's Brian Case, running back at Ponte Vedra High School, one of many still playing football. Lockett Law High School part. Thanks to Lee Lockett, our buddy. Know before you blow. We'll take a break.
No, we're not yet.
No,
we're not doing that yet.
What are we doing?
I'm not going to tease this thing four times and then do it 3 hours later.
All right.
Speaking of school.
This is big.
This is a guaranteed firing.
Today.
Mm-hmm. May have happened already.
Okay.
I haven't seen it cross the wire yet. I mean, I don't know if you've been on ESPN or CBS or Twitter.
No.
I've got a guaranteed firing.
Okay.
With cause.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm ready.
You know where I live, Pleasantville, right?
Yes.
I live in Pleasantville. There's nice little white picket fences everywhere, and just, there's people walking on the sidewalks, enjoying the fresh air right there, off of a racetrack road. You know where Fruit Cove Middle School is right there, racetrack road, right? You would turn on that road if you're going to go to the home course, Jointon Creek Golf Club. So for me, coming from my house, say I was coming from the golf club, I got to explain this to Dan because he's directionally challenged. If you were leaving the golf course, right, and you were driving back through that four-way up towards middle school, you're going to turn right on Racetrack Road.
Yeah.
So I'm headed up that way. Right before I get to Fruit Cove Middle, there's a sign. You know those big electronic signs you put up when there's road work or there's construction or caution or reduced speed? You know the ones I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
A big one of those set up, Dan, with big old, neon either numbers or letters to give you the instruction.
Okay.
And so this is, 5:20 in the morning, pitch black, right across the street from the Mandarin, from the Fruit Cove Middle School there. And I was a little surprised. I didn't really understand the messaging here.
Okay.
I had to stop, turn around, go back and take a picture. And this is what I was greeted with on my drive in from the electronic caution board.
Okay. Oh, boy. Probably shouldn't do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm driving in, right there on the DOT sign, lit up for all to see, free Diddy.
Maybe. What about that?
Maybe not the messaging across from the middle school. I mean, maybe the parents of the 12-year-olds aren't going to be in favor of, quote, freeing Diddy. So,
Earl, did you punch that in?
Somebody's getting fired today. So here's my question, Hick. What do you do if you see that? Just drive on, have a good day?
Yeah.
Something will happen?
Yeah. I would tweet it out, though.
See, you tweet. I said it's the first time in my life I wish I had Twitter.
Yeah.
I really would. I would tweet this out and then be done with it. I called the non-emergency number. I did. I didn't do it in a joking, had fun with the girl on the dispatch. Yeah, we may have a little issue over here next to the middle school. You know those big electronic signs that the DOT uses?
You call it in?
Yeah, for construction. Yeah, it says free Diddy here this morning. So, yeah, maybe somebody wants to unplug that, basically.
We got a little Karen
I don't know
over
if
here.
it is. I don't know if that is or not. I asked that question here earlier. Or I'm a responsible citizen who, rather than sit back and, watch it all happen. Karen would have, stopped, called the school board, figured out, gone on a hunt to figure out who exactly put it up there. He would have then canvassed the neighborhoods. Did any children see this? That's what Karen would have
I would have liked you to pull over and kind of take a selfie with it in the background.
Right.
With your finger pointing.
Listen, hey, I drove by it, and I literally said, okay, I got to turn around and get a picture of this.
Yeah.
Right? I got to get
No
a
one's
picture.
going to believe it.
I mean,
I wouldn't believe it.
Of all the places, of all the gin joints in all the world, right? I mean, right there, free Diddy. And I wonder, too, is that happening all over is there like a bug you put in, it goes everywhere? Or do you
haven't heard that?
I don't know how that works. I
don't think anybody's really in
program
favor
those things
of that right now.
Oh, no, I don't think it's a movement. I think it's some kid probably doesn't even know what it means, being silly. I don't think anyone really wants Diddy freed, at least not if their children are
Kind of reminds me of when the Pouncey brothers had their free Aaron Hernandez hats.
It didn't work. That didn't go
Maybe you
over well.
shouldn't wear those.
Yeah.
All right, good one. All right. That will break. 8 o'clock hour. Good stuff. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Step into another football weekend with Pregame Friday.
You got to go up-tempo with urgency.
Absolutely. Get the news, notes, and inside stuff you need to get ready for game day.
Are we ready?
Yes. Brought to you by Dream Finders Homes on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hey, when it comes to insurance, I think we think a lot alike. You know, sometimes we let our minds wander. We look at those monthly premiums and we go, man, we spend a lot of money. If something happens, we need you. They're there for you. That's what the Kaproskis do. It's called customer service, man. They don't take it lightly. So if something happens to you, you need some answers, you call the Kaproskis. They get you the answers right away. They get right back to you. If they even don't answer the phone, they call you right back. It's something that they truly believe in. And I speak from experience when I tell you about this. They have done lots for me. In fact, just recently we saved on our homeowners insurance. It's not always about saving, but sometimes it is. So if it's homeowners, auto, flood, boat, small business, you can get an insurance checkup. They're easy to get a hold of. It's Craig.Kaproski, K-O-P-R-O-S-K-I, Craig.Kaproski at goosehead.com, or you can call them at 478-8422. That's 478-8422. It's Craig and Chris Kaproski. They're part of the Goosehead Insurance family, and they're part of our family as well.
Arrested? Got traffic tickets? DUI? License problems? Gun charges? Drug charges? If you've been charged with any crime, call me, criminal defense attorney Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. That's 285-4LAW.
There are three certainties in life: death, taxes, and if you stay in your home long enough, a new roof. Hicken here for our friends at Lockhart Roofing. Nobody better in Jacksonville. How do I know? They are a local certified Master Elite contractor, and that means they have a GAF Master Elite warranty. That's the best in the roofing industry. In this day and age, don't settle for cheaper discount roofers. Lockhart Roofing has been here for decades. They aren't going anywhere. Call my friends at Lockhart Roofing, 994-3851. That's 994-3851. Lockhart Roofing, Jacksonville's best for Jacksonville people.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is David Lane. After suffering through several painful injuries to my shoulder, back, and knees, I've taken my issues to Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, and without fail, they've been a tremendous help towards solving my problems. If you have any orthopedic situations, don't procrastinate. Take action today. Give those aches and pains to the pros at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. You'll be glad you did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Hey, it's Matt Hayes. November is Veterans Month, and Awaken 180 is honoring all active duty veterans and spouses with 15% off our entire program, plus the same free support for life all clients receive. Celebrate Veterans Month with 50% off at awaken180weightloss.com.
Hey, Hicken here with a message from Zero Res. Man, you got to love this time of the year as we reflect on the things that matter the most: your families, your homes, the holidays, and, of course, football. And Zero Res is very grateful for all the good people of Jacksonville. They want to thank you. So to get ready for the holidays right now, Zero Res says book today. They'll clean your carpets for $49 a room. Just $49 a room, plus they'll give you 25% off your tile cleaning. This one fills up fast, so book now on both carpet and tile. Zero Res. Spell it forward, Zero Res. Spell it backwards. It's the right way to clean.
Start your Sunday off with a cup of Joe and some sports medicine intel. This is Joe C. inviting you to join me and Dr. George Bari for Breaking Bones every Sunday morning at 7:30. And if you miss an episode, just look for Breaking Bones wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hey, it's Linda Beaver. Whether you're new to the area or a longtime resident, you deserve the best and shouldn't settle when buying or servicing your car. At Beaver Chevrolet, we have built our reputation on trust. You can trust us to provide the best prices, the best selection, and the best experience. You can trust me. Your neighbors can trust me. Your family can trust me. We will not let you down. Come see us at Beaver Chevrolet in Jacksonville to let our family take care of yours. Trust me, we're here to wow you.
Hey, gang, Prosser here, telling you once again about Chad and Sandy Newman. Mortgage rates are down, creating more active buyers and sellers. If you've been waiting, now is a great time to sell your home before more homes flood the market, driving down prices. So maybe you want guaranteed no-hassle home sale, but don't want to give up hard-earned equity to do it. They can handle that. You see, Chad and Sandy can take every problem you think you have and replace it with a promise. Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. The success stories are rolling in. Mike and Lisa in McCormick. We inherited a family home that came with equity but also a mortgage. We needed to sell fast to avoid extra expenses on a second mortgage. We heard about Chad and Sandy on the radio and called. Everything they say on the radio is true. The home sold in 3 days for full asking price. Call Chad and Sandy today, 904-414-6200, or go to chadandsandy.com. That's ChadAndSandy.com.
In its final year, we encourage you to help create great futures for young people when you run or walk at Mackenzie's Run, Saturday, November 23rd. Join Boys and Girls Club of Northeast Florida for a 5K and 1 mile fun run through the beautiful stadium course at TPC Sawgrass. Enjoy food, live music, face painting, family fun, and more at our Runners Village. Register at MacKenziesRun.org. Mackenzie's 5K and Fun Run, November 23rd. MacKenziesRun.org.
Bueller Air and Plumbing presents Are You Cool?
Our first contestant, a stay-at-home gymnast from Jacksonville, Florida. It's Gwendolyn Beers.
Thank you, Monty. I don't know who installed my air conditioner, but it hasn't had a tune-up in over 3 years. Am I cool?
Let's ask our expert judging panel. Judges? I'm sorry, Gwendolyn. You're not cool. Johnny, tell her why.
That's right. To keep your air conditioner performing at its best, you need a skilled technician to check your pressures, voltages, and air filters in the fall and the spring. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, our club members get 2 free visits a year to make sure that you are cool.
Can you tell me if my haircut is sexy?
You're better off not asking.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Have you or someone you care about been arrested or had their driver's license taken away? I'm Susan Cohen, and I work with David Robbins at the law firm of Epstein & Robbins. We are experienced fighters for those charged with DUI and all criminal offenses. I've been named the best DUI attorney in the state, and David has been named the best criminal defense lawyer in Jacksonville. In your battle with the justice system, there is only one thing you need to know. Dial David 24/7 at Epstein & Robbins. 354-5645.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by First Coast YMCA. Florida football is getting major contributions from the running backs. Head coach Billy Napier is looking for it to continue over the next 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, I think the 2 young ones continue to get better with confidence.
Back in the college football playoff after beating Tennessee, Georgia head coach Kirby Smart says he doesn't see any Big Ten bias.
I don't think they value the Big Ten over the SEC. I think they value wins and losses.
Offensive lineman Daniel Pierre-Louis has flipped his commitment from Florida State to Florida. This is now the second prospect in the past 2 days that the Gators have converted from the Knowles. Tremel Jones Jr. committed to the Gators following the win over LSU, which he says helped his decision, he told 1010XL.
It wasn't a selling point, but it was just a plus.
At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:10 and it's 68 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Take it, E.
Well, regardless of how you characterize the move, I won't be calling in anymore. I've just got on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Signed, still blaring, free Diddy out there. So, oh well. That's the one. Yeah.
They didn't take care of it.
Yeah, they didn't take care of it.
They weren't prompted by your early morning call to fix it.
I chuckled along with the dispatcher. I thought we were copacetic here. I don't know. Somebody probably needs to pull a plug or call the dot or something.
FSU returns to the football fields this week. I want to talk about the poll in a minute.
The stand by me is a big ask for Mike Norvell to the FSU fan base.
Stan. I get both sides of the Mike Norvell argument, man. I mean, does he deserve the right to try to fix things? He went 23-3 over a 2-year period. Yes. Should he be fired? He's had 3 losing seasons at FSU in 5 years. Yes. Which is it?
He's the worst team in college football.
You can't ever be 1-9 at FSU. But he went
no, it's beyond 1-9. He quite literally could claim to be the worst FBS team in all of college football. They're the worst offense. They scored the fewest points.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you were arguably the best a year ago.
You've known that your quarterback was going to be leaving
He
for
blew
3
it on the
years.
quarterback.
You got to have a quarterback.
Well, it happens.
Wow, I know it does. It happens to coaches that lose jobs and programs that don't maintain. Yeah, it happens. It happens to Will Muschamp and Jim McElwain and Dan Mullen, and yeah, it happens. But when he lucked in it again, and I know other guys were a part of it. They still could have been a 10-2 team, a good team. They were what they were because of Jordan Travis and his development alone. I know there were other pieces and parts. That's great. Every team has it. I mean, it's not just the quarterback, but it's no different than Tim Tebow leaving Florida and then Florida being nothing.
Can you imagine if they hadn't beaten Cal?
That was the, last-second field goal, wasn't it?
14-9.
It was a stop. I know that's when we were at the Gator Bowl function at Amelia that weekend.
What will the crowd be at Doak on Saturday?
I mean, it's already, because of construction, we should go to the if this year. I have a rare chance just to dance around over there like you're just conquered the world. Well, then grab some turf, take it home with you, Hick.
Turf game.
You may not have a chance for a while. You get half of a. What's the crowd will not? Yeah, it won't be a sellout. There'll be plenty of good seats available.
Yeah.
Now the Florida State game, and I wonder about this, Dan. Will there be more Gators than Noles in the stands? I say yes.
Well, it'll be interesting. Following week.
And I don't blame the FSU fan for selling their ticket to Gators and let their team just get walloped in front of the visiting fans. Oh well, that's what you guys have earned. You're 1-9. Listen, as bad as Mike Norvell has been, I would suggest that they should have won some of these games they lost, especially early. And you get lulled into this false sense of security that you're a good. You should have known against Georgia Tech. Oh, we're no good.
They just want.
DJ's no good. You should have known then.
They just want. But they had nowhere to turn.
DJ throw it away. You knew it in the spring, Dan. He wasn't any good in the spring.
Yeah.
That was what was filtering out. Oh, he's struggling. And then they try and throw some propaganda that either things had improved or he'd had a good session or outing or stretch. And he's DJ throw it away. And now they're screwed at quarterback.
He is lucky. Norvell is lucky in the respect. Any other coach goes 1-9, he's toast.
One here, he's also this. This is why if you're FSU fan, and listen, you turn on your own coaches when you feel like they're not doing what's best for this program. When they put themselves over program. Mike Norvell did that last offseason. And he parlayed that success that Jordan Travis gave him and Jared Verse and others to a degree. He parlayed that into an offer from the University of Alabama.
Ooh, Alabama, you better thank your lucky stars.
And he used that to drive up his current salary with FSU to a level that makes him inescapable. You can't get away from Mike Norvell this year. At the very least, he's got another year. You cannot. It's $60 million due.
Let me ask you a question.
And it times up with, this is the ultimate, I don't have to fall from grace. I mean, this is a program that was looking down its nose at the ACC for the entire last year. Tisk, tisk, tisk.
Bad timing.
Shaking their fingers saying, see, we told you so. You're nothing without us. We're the big boy. And now you can't beat, Wake Forest or NC State or anybody in the league.
They open with Alabama next year.
Listen, here's the problem with Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
They're terrible across the board. There is no quick fix. They're going to be 4-8 next year. He's gone at some point. He's not a good coach either. You can't be in this happen.
They play Alabama. They play East Texas A&M. I've never heard of them. Have you? Have you ever heard of East Texas A&M?
No, I haven't, Dan.
They also host Kent State.
Okay, 2-1. Kent State
this is in no particular order. Those are the first three, but then the rest will be TBA. But these are the other teams they play.
Okay.
They go to Gator, Florida.
That's a loss.
They go to Clemson.
Loss.
They got Miami.
Loss.
They got Pitt.
Loss.
They got Virginia Tech.
Loss.
They got Wake Forest.
Win.
At NC State.
I don't know. Win.
At Stanford. And at Virginia.
4-8. I'll stand by 4-8. I don't know when and where they're coming because there's nothing there. And I know that there's this quarterback that if Luke Kromenhoek was some unbelievable prospect, we'd be seeing like DJ Lagway type stuff. You'd see something.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't put him in and the offense be as terrible as it has been. So Brock Glenn, Kromenhoek, whatever transfers coming, whatever hotshot freshman, that's years away from showing.
Well, they got to hit the portal.
It's just and I don't. Who's gonna? And by the way, the portal was an easier sell for Mike Norvell the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy can't keep a high school recruit. A third Seminole has flipped to Florida.
Yeah.
The offensive lineman Pierre Louis.
Mm-hmm.
Is he related to Wandy? I'm assuming.
Oh, I don't know.
Is that Pierre Louis? Do you know family?
I'm not sure if it is or not.
Yeah, I wonder too.
It's a common name.
Yeah.
Though.
Oh, yeah.
I would say probably not. We would think.
Well, I think there were relatives like at Creekside years ago to Wandy who played at Florida. But I don't know that for sure. So anyway, they've gotten 3, and oh, by the way, Solly's sitting there, big Solomon Thomas, 5-star.
I know.
And that would be 4 from FSU to Florida if that's where he flips.
When is Solly going to come in here and announce where he's going to school?
Man, do us a solid.
I mean, we have done this kid's proud.
We've been,
it's on you.
I mean, you got. I mean, we obviously.
Do I have to go over Friday night over to the graveyard?
We're allowed to now. Everything's all.
Matter of fact, yes, you do.
We take him a steak dinner. I mean, it's NIL now. Everything goes.
What time? Who are we playing?
Should we invite him over for Thanksgiving? His whole family.
Hey. Set that up.
Get that done.
I don't get the outrage at the poll.
I don't know if there is. I don't know.
The media boys do.
Yeah, I don't know if fans. I think now understand. Okay, let's just let it play out.
Let it play out.
Because here's the deal: if you're anywhere from 8 to 14, you most likely control your own destiny.
Now, listen. If I'm on the outside looking in, I get it.
At the end, but not now. I don't get it now, because there's an argument. If you're rational enough, there's an argument.
Like if I'm Tennessee, everybody who beats somebody is ranked ahead of that somebody except Tennessee. We beat Alabama, yet Alabama's not. We got the same amount of losses.
There's some timing there.
I also, though, don't get all the outrage about
Tennessee's first loss?
Arkansas.
Tennessee lost to Arkansas?
Yeah.
They're lucky to be 13.
Alabama lost to Vandy.
They're much better than Arkansas. Well, they're probably similar to Arkansas, actually. Probably similar to Arkansas.
I don't get too, like, everybody gets outraged at the losses, and then like these two-loss SEC teams are screaming about, can we wait till Indiana? Can we see what Indiana does with Ohio State before we form an opinion? Can we at least do that?
Let's say there's a reality that we don't honor.
And by they have
there's
Indiana
a reality we don't
7.
honor, that it's not favored, that Indiana is it's just a different playing field. Again, it's like playing 2 different tee boxes in a round of golf.
Yeah.
And it just is. I mean, Indiana is going to have the benefit of playing an entire year and only having to play one ranked team. And in the SEC, they're having to play 3 or 4 or 5. You know,
not all of them.
Just about all of them, not all of them.
Would have worked out real nice for Missouri.
Yeah, but here's at the end of the day, Indiana then is also going to get to skip out on the conference championship game in Texas or Tennessee or Georgia or Bama is going to pick up a 3rd loss, which will disqualify them, while Mr. Just Sit Home for the Holidays gets to breeze right in.
That's the thing that's wrong with the college football poll. Like, you should not be penalized for making your conference championship game. And you got to be careful about that, because that's a slippery slope.
How about you put them? How about if your inclination is that they're both deserving, why not do the selection before the championship game? And the only thing that changes is if you're the conference champ, you go into the top 4. I don't think that's irrational. You hear what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You go into the conference championship game weekend. You announce the 12-team field.
Yeah.
Now it's subject to change. And the seeding will change based on who wins these games, but we're not going to punish, Georgia when Alabama, Tennessee, Texas A&M didn't have to play that game.
But reality is, if Georgia lost Alabama 35-0 in that game, we'd be like, oh my God, we got it wrong.
That's fair. And because of all the, just all of the mixing of all the teams and wins and losses, it's harder to do it that way. I will say this. The straight-up head-to-head win gets discounted further and further and further with all the other common opponents. It's very yes, Tennessee beat Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, Alabama beat Georgia. But yes, Georgia beat Tennessee. I mean, so you can't really claim your home gets it over that because of those other, bilateral associations, I guess. Anyway, let's take a quick time out.
Let's do it, baby.
It is a Beatros Plumbing Wednesday like family. Beatros is there.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Let's go, guys.
We can't wait until kickoff, so we get game day started extra early with the Terminix Kickoff Show.
This is it. Day you've been waiting for.
Presented by Clearwater Irrigation and Gatorade, 5 hours before kickoff on 1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Hicken here for Lockhart Construction. That's a long-time Jacksonville business. Shane's dad started it way back when. His dad, Shane, his guys, all from here, taking care of people who live here. People like the Hickens who've used Lockhart Construction over and over again. Got a big one planned coming up with Lockhart Construction. Why? Because, first off, most importantly, terrific work. I mean, it's unbelievable when they're done. They're fast, they're friendly, they're affordable, they're clean. And their family, I like to say, gives your family a better living experience. You unlock better living with Lockhart Construction. So here's how it works. You got a construction need, a remodel idea? Call Shane Lockhart. He'll call you back. You talk and you figure it out. 994-3865. Shane Lockhart, Lockhart Construction. 994-3865. Google Nation, it's Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here to tell you this is no dream. The folks at Dreamfinders Homes right now have an unbeatable interest rate for you. You may not think you can afford a Dreamfinders home. Well, think again. Take advantage of a 2.99% year one rate. I said it, 2.99%. 15 Jacksonville communities to choose from. Find that dream house and take advantage of an unbeatable rate. Move now, literally. Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
This is Tony Baselli, Pro Football Hall of Famer. I was known for protecting our quarterback. These days, I'm extending that protection to a different arena, your home. I have partnered with Heritage Roofing of North Florida, your premier local roofers with over 25 years of experience. Heritage is your go-to roofer for hurricane preparation with same-day inspections and estimates. They also work with all insurance companies. Let Heritage Roofing of North Florida safeguard your home and family. Visit heritagenfl.com for your free estimate today.
State license CCC 1335410.
Divorce, menonly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Now, it's time to showcase the Crown Royals Special Teams Player of the Game. Live generously and life will treat you royally.
Cam Little had a colossal performance Sunday for Jacksonville. The teal and black rookie was once again perfect on his field goal tries, including nailing a career-long 59-yarder. His last name may be Little, but when it comes to the clutch factor, he's as great as they come. And he's your Crown Royal Special Teams Player of the Game.
She's very comfortable talking sports and hanging out with the boys.
Mia O'Brien here, still providing the best multimedia sports coverage in Northeast Florida on 1010XL radio, video, and social channels.
All things Mia are driven by Arlington Toyota.
Hey, David again with Royal Pest Services. TAP Insulation stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Keep your home cool, noise out, and pests dead. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free inspection.
The holidays are around the corner, and the last thing you want is a septic emergency. Call Duck Duck Rooter and schedule your septic tank pump out or full system inspection. 904-862-6769. That's 904-862-6769.
I-9 Sports covers the First Coast with great sports for kids 3 to 17, and winter and spring registration is open right now. New girls volleyball and flag at Duval Charter, plus plenty for boys and girls in Nocatee, too. It's all at i9sports.com. Enter 1010 in the promo code.
Hicken here with my concierge doctor, Richard Townsend. Doc T, how does a concierge direct primary care operate?
We are a membership-based primary care made directly between a patient and physician. We'll have a limited amount of patients that allows us to give unlimited access and personal service to you. This individualized approach has been shown to lower hospitalizations as well as maintain healthier lives. We also give 24/7 access via phone to me outside of our scheduled office hours.
To learn more, go to mypvconcierge.com.
Everything about the game has changed, except for the most important thing.
inside. It is what drives the game. It refuses to be ignored. It sweats everything, turns an athlete into a legend. Gatorade, is it in you?
From Gatorade Zero to Gatorade Endurance Formula and Gator Light, there's something for every athlete. Find it at your local Winn-Dixie. It's a win-win. Gatorade, official partner of the NFL.
Tailgate special alert. 3 pounds of marinated chicken, 2 pounds of marinated steak tips, 2 pounds of fresh ground beef, and 2 pounds of homemade sausage for only $80 to feed your crew.
For tasty tips and juicy breasts, choose Southern Steer Butcher.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by
Advanced Business Solutions.
Your local authorized Xerox deal on 1010XL.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
All right, sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out something called a prize pack. E says it's razzle dazzle. What is it, E?
Enjoy a free bowl for you and a friend from Flame Broiler at any Jacksonville location.
Sounds
Holla at your
good.
boy at the end of the 10-minute drill.
Is there any memorabilia along with it?
None of that memorable stuff.
All right.
We don't miss much. We are your primer. We get you ahead of the game. We don't come in late to the party. That's not what the drill does. That's why they put us on at 6 a.m. to get things started. So I feel a little bit responsible for what I think is a much bigger event than having not been mentioned that starts in about 2 minutes, 90 miles up the road.
Dadgummit.
At 8:30.
Why are we not up there this morning?
No kidding. At 8:30 this morning.
Is this part of the PGA Tour?
At 8:30 this morning.
Talk to me.
At the RSM Classic in Sea Island.
I like to call that Davis's tournament. I don't know if it is. But
Yeah, I think it still is. You bet. At the Plantation Course.
Lovely course.
In 2 minutes,
mm-hmm.
Caitlin Clark will be taking her club back and hitting her first drive, playing in today's Pro-Am. Caitlin Clark is up at Sea Island. Moms, right now, change your plan. Dads, change your plan. Turn around your little basketball playing girl. She ain't going to school today. Daddy's calling in sick. We're driving to Sea Island so you can meet your hero.
Yeah.
By the way, if that's not really possible at this late notice, I'm told at 3:30 this afternoon, they have a charity putting contest set up there behind the lodge.
Okay.
And she'll be an honorary part of that. The Boys and Girls Clubs, the Special Olympians are involved. And so I'm sure if you do want to get up, there is a chance to take a short drive. And
I got even more golf news.
So,
None of this we get from Stuart Moore, by the way. Where's
Stuart Moore,
Stewie?
by the way,
He's
should
sleeping
be
at the
demoted.
wheel.
And by the way, he's texting with his little stupid, frivolous things to me to
Is
take a shot. He took a shot at one of our football teams or something the other day. But when it comes to like, hey guys, you should know Caitlin Clark's going to be at the RSM. He's asleep at the wheel.
Come do the show live, and you can have Caitlin Clark for
You know what's
15
happened?
minutes.
He's gone Hollywood.
He has.
Because he's in a commercial spot.
Is that what it is?
Talking
For
about the business.
Southeast.
Like everybody doesn't use Southeast, Stewie. You really discovered it
Damn
for
it,
him.
Stewie. And then I get this nugget from the boys. Tiger's been in town.
What?
Yeah, Tiger's
Tiger who?
hanging out.
I mean, I got Tiger Woods and Caitlin Clark within 6. The world should explode if they're within 60 miles of each other.
I mean, Tiger, we got this whole tour piff thing
Yeah, it's coming.
been worked out and announcements coming forward. I mean, it's happening right here in our hometown.
Home of the tour.
Can we get Tiger to call the show after we have Caitlin?
Tiger, do you know about Robo Tiger? Don't make us produce what's really being said inside tour offices.
I'm going to top both Tiger and Caitlin
You're
next.
topping Cece? Really? Topping Caitlin Clark?
I'm topping Caitlin and Tiger.
In the listening area, in the DMA.
Because this cuts right to our fabric. This
Okay,
is what
what do we
we're
got?
all about.
Oh, wow.
I like this one.
I'm listening.
I like this one. So I got Jamocha kid over at Tallahassee. He's a sophomore from, I don't know. He's probably from Temple Terrace, Florida.
Temple Terrace, Tampa area.
Yeah, Tampa area,
Yeah.
Temple Terrace, Florida.
Sure.
This kid, he's got he's a big sports fan. He's grown up loving the Bucks.
He's in high school now?
No, he's at FSU.
Okay.
He's at FSU.
Is he a student? Or
he knows where I'm going.
Is he a student?
Huh? He's a student.
Okay, he's not a player.
He's a student, and he interns with Barstool.
Oh,
So he wants to be one. He wants to be.
Mix it up a little bit.
Sportscaster. But he's at FSU, and so Barstool Florida, Barstool FSU are going back and forth, and so they're playing basketball, Florida and Florida State,
Friday night.
So Barstool Florida says, "You're so confident, let's bet the game. Loser eats a Carolina Reaper."
Ooh, that's those peppers. They hurt people.
Oh, so I don't know why they get this kid. That kid says, "I'll do it, Mr. Barstool. I'll do it."
Temple Terrace dude.
Temple Terrace dude, young kid. He's probably 19 years old.
He might be going to see his maker if he's not careful.
He's got that Carolina Reaper in his hand, Pros.
And what he should have just stuck to the Carolina Reefer, and he'd have been fine.
Yes. We got the other 3 Barstool interns all around him with their phones rolling.
Okay, so he made the bet, which was mistake number 1.
And so I don't think he made it, but they said, "You're the one who's doing it."
All right.
And he's like, "All right, so bet's a bet," he says. Good for him. He's got it. He's holding it up for everybody to see.
Okay.
Carolina Reaper here.
Those things just look hot.
By the way,
they're all shriveled. They're like freeze-dried.
It's about the size of a golf ball.
Yes.
Oh, man.
This isn't like a bite of one.
And by the way, gang, I mean, your inclination when you hear these stories is to think, how bad that can it be?
What did the cat eat here? A chip?
He ate the chip.
Yeah,
and
this is worse.
This is worse. There's the units of measurement of how spicy things are. It's called like a Scoville unit.
Yeah.
So it's real. And so if one pepper is like 3 million on that scale versus, the one chip challenge is 200,000, that's, measurable.
He's got his little Knowles golf shirt on. He's got a smile. He pops that Reaper in his mouth. He pulls it right off.
They always act at first like, "Oh, it's not that bad."
I got it. Chewing it. Now he's chewing it up, man. They speed up the video. Nicely done. Now he's starting to go,
They say you're supposed to drink milk helps.
He goes, oh, hell, that's hot. And now he's like,
yeah. Think you're going to die.
Now
you need to go to the emergency room.
He's bent over, hands on his hips.
He's like a knoll.
Spit starting to come out of his mouth.
There you go. Way to
now
represent.
He's got Surrender Cobra.
Sure.
Now he's got, oh my God, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble. His eyes are turning red, Pros.
Yeah, I've
now
seen
he's on the ground.
Yeah.
He's on the ground as a dog.
Yeah.
He's on the dog. He's rolling around.
He's out of character right now.
He's pounding his chest. He doesn't know what to do. He's got the Carolina Reaper. He can't. Oh God. Oh God. What about he's fingers through his he honest to God, he thinks he's gonna drop.
Right.
He thinks it's over. He thinks it's over.
He thinks it's over.
And meanwhile, these other 2 jamokes are just right up in his face. And now he's chugging. He's chugging chocolate milk.
Yeah, the milk is what
he's
they
say. He's
to
chugging
do.
chocolate milk. His spit is coming out of his nose. He's throwing his fingers down his mouth, Pros, in an effort to puke it up. He's got water. He's pouring water on his head, on his ears. He's got water on his ears, Pros. He's taking a bottle of ice cold water and pouring it on his ears. As his pants are soaked, he's spitting the water out. He's got the Reaper. His eyes are beet red. Now he's chugging the milk. Now at the very end, he finally pukes pure red up. Pure red of the Carolina
Good.
Reaper.
I hope it's your blood.
Yeah.
That's
what.
Yeah.
That's our guy.
I don't like people that overstep, man. You got to be especially cautious on things like that. You just don't agree to that. You need a little research, man.
No, I'm not doing the Reaper.
No, I'm not doing the chip. I'm not doing anything like that.
I'm not doing the Reaper.
There are some people that it messes up, like burns their esophagus. What? Didn't we have a tragic story? A kid died from that?
Yeah, I think it was
the chip challenge.
I think it was the chip.
Like got his heart going too fast or something?
I don't remember what it was. It was very bad. Hey,
apparently Messi was in town for his son's tournament. I mean, we got superstars all over. We're losing our fastball. Where are the spies?
I mean, what are we doing, fellas? What are you guys out there doing? We count on you people.
Messi's kid had a soccer tournament here in Jacks, or maybe golf. I don't know what it was, but I got Messi, Tiger, and Clayton Clark.
Wait.
Maybe 3 of the top 5.
Time out. Is he making up the Messi to add to our story?
No, I don't think so.
He's being legit?
This is... I think, but I don't know. If not, then we'll assign it to Stewie. He wants to blame Stewie. Stewie missed telling us that, too.
Yeah, Stewie's missed a lot.
Although
I think Stewie...
Reimer's more the soccer guy. Maybe Reimer should have called us, even though he has no obligation.
Reimer has none.
Like, Stewie's contracted. We pay him a lot of money to bring his insight every week. And so for him to just act like there's nothing to see here with Caitlin Clark up the road it was really unprofessional on his part.
Yeah.
This is not a good starting point for next year's Brunch with the Tour. We might have to do some
That's bad.
Again, Maybe pulled a spot. He's getting full of himself.
E, before we head to
break.
break.
Do you have the spot, the Southeast Orthopedic Specialist spot? Can you find the newest one there? It's got Stuart Moore. I mean, Dan, you made the spot. I mean, everyone but me and you, E.
Is that what happened?
Have you heard it? Yeah. Play one. I mean, get a little free run here.
Why don't we call him real quick?
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
See if you can get him on the phone real quick.
First things first. I want to. This could be what has led to this like drastic drop off in, I don't know, Given-S. Maybe that's it. Maybe just the care factor is just been snuffed out for Stewie. He's reached the end, a midlife crisis. I don't know. But I got Caitlin Clark, who's now 7 minutes onto the course up there at Sea Island, and to not know that this spectacular detail's bothering me. Stewie also missed Babe Ruth, going to be at the Shrimp game today. Now it starts. It starts. Messi maybe was also alive.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, Babe Ruth. He's dead, so I'm not falling for that one.
Yeah, we're trying to.
Messi's kid here is,
it's believable,
so logical, right? He comes from South Florida. We've seen that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And did he answer E or no?
No, he's probably
now he's shivering.
It'll be even worse. He's responsible for. He's probably walking with her there between the ropes.
Put him on the line.
Put him on the line. I got to get to the bottom.
We're getting right here.
You're just getting. Are your ears burning? Has your text started flying in yet, Stewie?
I mean, honestly, yeah. You got the amount of money that I make every Tuesday for 8 months barely covers the Chick-fil-A I bring you guys. I mean, give me a break.
Stewie Moore. He's down in the dumps. It's Carolina Panthers.
Oh, they're terrible.
We'll be playing the Jaguars.
They are a Carolina Reaper every time you watch them.
Yeah. And so, but I mean, Stewie, it seems
you can't get us Caitlin Clark on the show. I mean, you're real quick to give me, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
To be a fly on the wall when I called Mark Steinberg and say, hey, does Tiger have 5 minutes for the drill?
What about Caitlin Clark and the RSM? I mean,
Why
you have any pull there?
Not my event, baby. Not my event. Listen.
Is that what we do?
Job. You know what? That's why Carolina doesn't have any wins. The safety says, not my guy.
Stewie, aren't you executive vice president? I mean come on, man.
I'm going.
Yeah, but you guys know I'm over agronomy. So
I'm just telling you what you've done here. The letdown that we've experienced. By the way,
Chris Reimer would never.
No, he would have Caitlin Clark at least on the show. That one you could have. Tiger, I get. He ain't talking to you, much less us. But I mean, Caitlin Clark with just a little bit of initiative. You could have got his Caitlin Clark. You'll start the year in the hole.
Yeah. No, I would have said, hey, Prosser, longtime WNBA fan. He would love to talk to you.
Come on now. Come on. Now, you know better than that. Now you're spreading fake news.
Now wait a second.
Yes,
we go back. Remember before Trevor got the big extension, I said, guys,
Can you,
really sure you want to do this?
Yes, we still are.
What are we feeling?
Same.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
I mean, I feel the same.
Get him out of here.
I mean,
my wrist pain was acting up, and I needed help. I took Dan Hicken's advice and headed over to see the experts at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Yeah.
Now we get to the crux of it.
There
You've gone
it is.
Hollywood on us.
Is that what's
mailed
happening?
it in. You're just going to sit and collect your royalties from your voice appearing and screw us. Is that the deal? Just be straight with us.
Why was I so aggressive on the read? I don't understand. I am shouting at the listener.
That's fine.
My wrist pain was acting up, and I needed help. I took Dan Hicken's advice and headed over to see the experts at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
I got a Hummer. You got a Hummer. We all get a Hummer. He's got a little Eddie O in him there a little bit.
That's very nice.
I got the burgeoning athlete, young Whitman Moore, going over on Thursday, Southeast Ortho, taking care of the Moore family.
What happened to Whitman?
What's that?
What happened to Whitman?
Okay? Off-season weightlifting, just a little back strain, but he's
all right, cool. All right,
we got to go. We got Murph here.
We kid because we care.
Love you, Stewie.
Maybe if you get his Caitlin for
get Tiger, get Caitlin.
Get his Caitlin for tomorrow, and all's well.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm on it.
See you, brother.
There he goes. Stewie Moore.
He's on it. We got Caitlin Clark tomorrow on the program.
Murphy Power Hour will begin when we return.
Yes.
It's a Beat Trust Plumbing Wednesday on The Drill.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Imagine driving a late model car of your dreams at a fraction of the original sticker price. For the very best in low mileage cars in Jacksonville, visit Vaughn Motor Group's indoor showroom. All luxury cars are serviced and inspected, many with a certified warranty. Before you make your next auto purchase, check out Vaughn Motor Group on San Jose Boulevard or at vaughnmotorgroup.com for a complete inventory listing. If you can dream it, you can drive it at Vaughn Motor Group.
Ready to sharpen your aim or find the perfect firearm? Come to St. Nicholas Guns and Range. With a huge selection of guns, ammo, and accessories, plus Jacksonville's best indoor range for every skill level. They've got everything you need to hit your target. Whether you're a pro or just starting out, their friendly experts will guide you every step of the way at 4630 Blanding Boulevard or online at stnickguns.com. St. Nicholas Gun and Range. Gear up, shoot a lot, shoot better.
What's happening, sports bettors? It's your boy E to the T, and our listeners have been killing it in a year full of surprises. MyBookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guesses, just straight up action. Does your other sports bets pay out when you push on a bet? MyBookie pays you back. And if you're new to the game and not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Start out using my promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 100% deposit right from jump. Here's a pro tip that'll get you rolling. The NFL teams with the powerhouse offensive lines are dominating the run game this year. And betting the game total unders has been printing money. Stack that on the MyBookie risk-free Thursdays. That's right, there's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, MyBookie refunds you that bread back. Sign up now and get double your deposit bonus with MyBookie. It's the best bet for Florida bettors. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Come on, somebody.
When pests invade your space, you don't just need them out, you need them out fast. And you need to keep them out. At Terminix, we show up for you and eliminate pests quicker because we care about what matters most to you. When pests show up, so do we. Don't live with a pest problem. Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com. TERMINIX.com. Terminix it.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Hey Jacksonville, Lauren Brooks here for Big Chief Tire. If you're looking for new tires, Big Chief has affordable options to fit every budget and every vehicle. Their team of experts will help you find the right tires and make sure they're installed quickly so you can get back on the road. Don't wait. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and explore their great tire deals. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
So one of life's most important decisions, if you're 18 years or older, you just got married, you just got divorced, you have children, you likely want to take care of your family. Of course you do. Hicken here from Matt Hinson in the Hinson Law Firm. I'm not the attorney yet. But have you done your last will? It's not the most comfortable thing. It's not the most fun thing to do. Something you need to do besides getting your assets to the people that you want them to go to. Planning helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes as well. Matt Hinson will listen to help you with some tough decisions. He'll provide you the info needed so you are at ease with your choice. The Hinson Law Firm. You have questions? Maddie's got answers. 904-527-1700. 527-1700. Office in Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
Welcome to Rockville. North America's largest rock festival returns to the Daytona International Speedway in 2025 with Green Day, Korn, Shinedown, and Linkin Park. Plus Bad Omens, Incubus, Good Charlotte, Rob Zombie, Alice in Chains, Pierce the Veil, Marilyn Manson, 3 Days Grace, Sublime, Hailstorm, I Prevail, Three Doors Down, Jimmy Eat World, Motionless in White, Bush, Chevelle, Mudvayne, and so many more. Welcome to Rockville takes over the Daytona International Speedway May 15th to the 18th, 2025. 5 stages, 4 days, and over 150 bands. 4-day, single-day camping and VIP passes on sale now at welcometoRockville.com.
I've been telling you about the premium luxury storage that's coming in Atlantic Beach. Spots are open now for purchase. Need to get in on this. What are the reasons for purchasing a unit here at the shed? Well, there are plenty of them. Who's it for? Well, if you're running out of room at home for your cars, toys, extras, it's a place where you can store and work on projects. You got large RV, fifth wheels. You want premier indoor storage for your investment. Maybe you don't live locally, have a place to keep your Florida things. Maybe you're between houses, looking to move to Atlantic Beach, temporary, long-term storage in that manner. Maybe you got long-term projects going on. You want to leave parts out, do frame-up, restorations. Maybe it's a man cave hangout, watch games, have a golf simulator. Business owners, I mean, the uses are endless. Premium uses with premium storage for premium possessions to be valued and protected. Go to theshed.com and schedule your appointment today or call 555-3195. It's theshedjacks.com. That's theshedjacks.com.
Every Monday,
David Garrard
calls the signals and looks for you on Jaguars Today from 10 to noon.
Look past left prong. Oh, ready.
Brought to you by WaterboyJacks.com
Duval.
on 1010XL.
Stop letting high-interest debt weigh you down. Pay it all off in days thanks to Loan Pronto's new Rapid Equity Loan. Hey, it's Prosser here. Imagine a completely hassle-free way to cash out your home equity. No appraisals, no paperwork, no waiting. Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan uses an AI-driven tech to get you approved for cash in as little as 1 day. One client got $100,000 approved in under 24 hours, wiped out their debt, launched a home improvement project, and is now saving over $1,000 a month. Instant approvals, low fixed rates, fast transfers. Get cash to consolidate all your debt and get a fresh start for the new year. Call Loan Pronto now and see how much you qualify for. Imagine this time next week, you can be credit card debt-free. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. That's 904-999-1508 or loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781 on approved credit, MLS, consumeraccess.org.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
Head coach Doug Peterson is looking for the Jaguars to make some changes during the bye week.
You know, still 6 games to go. I think it's time to just hit the reset button. If we come out of this bye and we just kind of keep doing the same things and trying to expect different results, it's probably not going to happen.
For the Jag head coach, the bye does provide the opportunity to put everything under evaluation, including the play calling duties.
Everything, well, let's just put it this way, everything's on the table. Let's leave it at that.
Former Jag offensive lineman Tony Baselli looks for the team to reset and focus on the only numbers that truly matter.
The only metric that matters. That's a W and an L at the end of the day, because that's what we're all judged by. You understood at the end of every week whether you were successful or not.
At your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguar update, I'm Sam Nelson.
XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Welcome to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets.
That ball's well hit to right. I mean, really well hit to right. That ball is gone. Daniel Murphy has struck again. Daniel Murphy has homered for the 5th straight postseason game.
Presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Hey, look who's back.
Oh, missed you. I missed you guys.
D. Murph in the house. Daniel Murphy.
Traveling the southeast last year.
Good for you. Been busy doing things,
Making things
spending
happen.
some time with the family.
Bettering life.
We're waiting for the hot stove to ignite. Is it all predicated on Soto once that happens, or no?
Daniel, we've done this. It was Judge 2 years ago. It was Ohtani last year. It was something else 3 years ago, and it'll be someone else next year. TV deals, you'll hear that. If the owners want to spend, they'll spend, and if they don't, they won't. And the easiest thing to do to get prices lower is to wait, unfortunately, until after Jesus' birthday, because nothing a baseball player likes more than having a deal underneath the Christmas tree.
Yeah. And often, I think you said that you took one quick just to make sure you did.
As we look back
Christmas
on it,
Eve.
was the only offer I had until that point, and I was just smart enough.
Why do you bring this up? I'm still bitter.
I didn't want to see what it looked like on the other side of New Year.
There you
Just
go.
teams will start looking towards the season. They won't have spent a nickel and somehow say, we've reached our budget.
Baseball has an interesting, it's a metamorphosis that happens here at the end of November. And what I mean is we officially put the cap on 2024 because the big awards are given out. And then sometimes guys winning that awards are immediately in the talk cycle because I'm surprised we haven't had a big name already. They hit quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we won't have to wait until, you know, Major League Free Agency doesn't run up until a week before the season starts. Now, there'll be an athlete or two, Conforto and others through the years, but, you know, I expect Soto will be, like, by Thanksgiving, will be signed somewhere.
It's got that feeling to it, not like Bryce and Machado when they waited into
Is this correct that if as a free agent, you can request a meeting with a team and the team has to meet with you?
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that?
I've been told that.
Oh, I mean.
I don't know that. I'm wondering.
No.
You don't think that's necessarily?
I don't think
I don't
so.
trust the person who told me, Ping. But I was.
Yeah, that's a big E-card already. That's 50-50 before you even ask.
Because the Dodgers met with Soto.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, are you telling me that Soto? Now, I wouldn't put it past Boris. Let me see what the Dodgers are saying. Now, according to Ping, he said, well, the Dodgers are offering a short term if everything falls apart. Well, nothing's going to fall apart. The money's there. So I can't imagine he would go to L.A. But
no, but it's for Scott. You want to get the coasts involved, so you get the Dodgers involved. The Red Sox are involved. And
anybody
teams,
who
and
can.
And then you
Toronto
take the one team in Canada. Yeah, which I don't think.
They've fallen off, apparently. The latest I read is.
What, Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto.
They can't because there's a couple things. One, there's no like they don't even know what they're going to do with Vladdy. They're
kind of in a selling mode.
Yeah.
It feels like Bichette has been
It's America's
rumored.
pastime. It's Canada. I'm glad we have him.
Yeah.
But, like he's going to stay in New York.
Yeah, I mean, it just
One or the other.
it feels like the Mets and I mean, for me, the question that will involve Braves Nation is what impact does that have on Alonso? I mean, is there a scenario where they keep both?
I don't think so.
And how much improved are you losing Alonso and adding Soto? I mean, you're improved certainly, but like markedly improved or just improved?
If you were to probably just look at kind of like the sabermetrics of it, it's probably pretty close if you move Vientos over. So you got to think that you'll get at least the same offensively, or not offensively, defensively, maybe better defensively at third, and then the upgrade from Soto. But like Pete's cracked 40+ homers, like in New York.
That's right.
Which is like it's just a big deal.
You know what it kind of is. It's kind of like Olsen replacing Freeman. Yeah, it's real good, productive player, but he ain't Freeman. That's kind of like Alonso and Soto. Yeah, he's a really good, productive player. But
I said this about Pete, and I'll see if you agree. I was talking with my older son yesterday about Pete, and I said, look, and by the way, I wouldn't be shocked if the Yankees went and made a big offer to Pete, too. They could use a first baseman, and if they lose Soto. But I say, let's say he signs a 5-year deal. Is that fair?
Yeah.
I'm not even
How
arguing
old is
the
Pete?
money.
Is he 30 yet?
31?
I think we looked at is he going to be 31 this year?
But
prime of his career. I mean, this is the prime of his career.
But I will say
It's gonna be
this.
a 50 home run season in the next 3 years if he's healthy.
I will say this. In the next 5 years, 2 of those years he'll have big home run years. And he hit 34 this year in a down year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
he
hits
home runs.
He's got some Kingman to him. I know he's not Kingman. He's a much better overall hitter, but it feels like that. You're just afraid of the home run and not
the
much
metrics just tell you. And in 22 he went 41-31, in 23 he went 46-118, and then in 24 he went 34-88.
What happens with Pete and it can is like the right-handed power hitters, like when they get pitched a little bit more difficultly in the postseason late in the year, they I wouldn't say exposed. They can just be navigated a little bit easier.
I just didn't understand why he was, he struggled down the stretch and for most of the year, but in the postseason he got hotter, didn't he?
Well, he had one of the biggest home runs in Mets
But he
history.
also had, that wasn't just that. He hit a number of homers, hit over 300. I mean, against the better, but you know what? It's like a golf swing. You get in and out of grooves.
Yeah.
Right? Getting slumps. You're getting.
He hit, what did he hit? He hit 222 against Milwaukee, 308 against Philly, and 273 against
but the Milwaukee, he did nothing until the end and hit the big home run.
He hit 4 postseason home runs.
Yeah,
he hit some homers.
And they needed him, some big ones too.
The walks. He doesn't touch first base as much as you want.
I have I have this, and before we break and come back for the 9 o'clock hour, more of the Murphy Power Hour. Did you watch the Tyson-Jake Paul fight? Too late for you?
No, I didn't. But
no interest? Were you interested at all?
I was interested, but I had canceled Netflix earlier in my life.
I got you.
Just didn't.
I hear you. Well, listen. I'm all for the fun and frivolity of producing a YouTube video and putting it live to Netflix as it goes and making a lot of money doing it. What I'm not all for at all is presenting it as an open betting forum when everything has been decided. We learned after the fact that contractually, before they ever fought, Tyson didn't get paid if he knocked him out in round one.
Yeah.
Couldn't throw uppercuts. I mean, and yet you're going to advocate and take bets on this? This seems like a Travis Yamockery to me. So, real quick, Netflix is facing 3 new lawsuits over the Tyson v. Paul streaming issues. One lawsuit is just over the poor quality and constant interruptions, which we faced. And Hick, were you up at night watching it?
Yes.
Live? The second is over the bout himself with the massive amount of money that was wagered on the fight and the fact that after it was over, Jake Paul admitted pulling his punches and carrying Mike Tyson to the end of the fight. Paul taking bows and not fighting in the last minute. The optics are just odd, an attorney said. Would it shock me if there was a class action lawsuit? No. And then a third lawsuit and is just over people who signed up just for the fight and then couldn't watch it because of the technical difficulties because it was buffering. It was bigger than they could. To me, the most dangerous thing here is the betting angle. This is like because you can absolutely, if you wanted to. Now, look, they made enough money, they didn't do it. Say Jake Paul instead wanted to run a gambling riff and put all kinds of stuff out there to get hundreds of millions of dollars wagered. And then you just absolutely manipulate it to whatever the best advantage is for your biggest payoff.
I mean, some of it feels a little like a riff when you see Mike Tyson throwing these haymakers training and then he just keeps it in his holster.
Yeah, he looked like Grandpa shuffling for his arthritis medicine. He looked like and he's 57. He's been hit in the head 1,000 times. 57-year-old NFL players are getting CTE exams, and he's shuffling out at midnight to fight a 27-year-old.
I've watched some of the replays on the X machine, and man, it looks like he holds back. Like a couple times, like Tyson has a chance to like get him on the kisser and really throw some haymakers. And
he couldn't. He would have been punished if he had. And by the same token, once we got to about round 3 or 4, it also felt like Jake Paul probably could have killed him if he wanted to.
ran out of gas. Like if Tyson was going to get him, he could probably get him in the first 45 seconds.
And if he did that, he would have got paid.
But that's what I wanted to see. Like if we're going to put on this display, I want to see you go and chop him down.
And I'm not surprised that we didn't see that, but I am shocked that the United States of America allows you to bet on something like that. This seems third world, man. This is a shell game that just got played out on Netflix.
Big old Ponzi scheme.
This is the drill. It's a Beach Roast Plumbing Wednesday.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Every special teams player waits for his number to be called.
We got this.
After the game, we call the Crown Royal Special Teams Player of the Game.
Game ball, baby.
On 1010XL.
Good job, team.
Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
Hello, I'm Malcolm Anthony. I've been practicing criminal defense law for over 40 years. It's what I love to do. It's what I do well. Stay out of trouble, but if you don't, call me, Malcolm Anthony, at 285-4LAW. 285-4LAW for Malcolm Anthony.
The inflation fighter is back and saving you thousands at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Mia here, and right now at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned, just $500 down and $288 per month gets you a pre-owned 2021 Toyota Corolla. Or you choose a pre-owned 2021 Camry, RAV4, or Tacoma for just $500 down and $388 per month. You also get no payments till January 2025. It's all at Arlington Toyota Pre-Owned. Shop in person, 10939 Atlantic Boulevard, or online at arlingtontoyota.com.
Hey, get in for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. That's Doctors Boudreaux, Doctors Metz, Dr. Fader does the Mohs surgery. Bunch of different locations to serve you. I go to the one off Solano Road, man. I couldn't be any happier. Been going there for a long time. They take great care of me. I've had things frozen off, had things cut out. I mean, I had some basal cells done, had some Mohs surgery. Look, you got to protect your skin, especially in the Sunshine State. Doesn't matter the time of the year. It's hot, it's hot. If the sun's out, the sun's out. Protect it. Put on a hat. Put on a long sleeve dry fit. Put on the sunscreen, okay? If not, something pops up, Go see my friends at Beaches Dermatology. They're real easy to get a hold of. You can go online at beachesdermatology.com to make an appointment. That's beachesdermatology.com.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this.
Call State Farm agent Ron McCann in Orange Park at 269-1313.
He's not Pistol Pete, he's Pete Prisco.
Been on the wanted list almost 20 years.
CBS Sports senior NFL writer Pete Prisco joins the Franchi Show Friday afternoons on 1010XL. Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles. Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, it's Tony from Tony D's Pizza. If you love our pizza and pasta dishes, let us cater an event for you. Family function or office parties, we can deliver you an amazing Italian meal. Remember, it's not just pizza at Tony D's. Bay Meadows in $2.95.
Are you an experienced plumber or welder with MedGas certification and you're tired of being undervalued? It's time to make a move to Local 234 Plumbers, Pipe Fitters, and HVAC technicians. With the best pay in the business, you'll earn $36.50 an hour. With benefits, that's almost $50. It's not just a job, it's a career that values you. Join the team that's got your back. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to send your resume today.
Equal opportunity employer.
Need a piece of jewelry that won't break your wallet? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has tons of reconditioned jewelry, always inspected by their jeweler. Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacks Beach. Online at beachesjewelryandpawn.com.
Visionaries, builders, and doers. Are you ready to change the world? Miller Electric is your opportunity to shape the future. Miller Electric is leading the charge in electric vehicle technology with our state-of-the-art EV Innovation Design Center. We're working to create a sustainable future. We're also the proud partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars, powering their performance at the brand new Miller Electric Center. Miller Electric, we provide competitive pay, unbeatable benefits. Apply today. MillerCareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Yo, what's happening, sports bettors? It's your boy E to the T, and our listeners have been killing it in a year full of surprises. MyBookie is the one book that got your back. No fluff, no second guessing, just straight up action. Does other sports books pay out when you push on a bet? MyBookie pays you back. And if you're new to the game and not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Start up, use the promo code 1010XL, and that'll double your bankroll with a 100% deposit bonus right from jump. Here's a pro tip to get you rolling. The NFL teams with powerhouse offensive lines are dominating the run game this year, and betting game total unders has been printing money. So stack that on MyBookie Risk-Free Thursdays. That's right. There's a new risk-free odds boost every Thursday. To find the bet, click the Bet Boost tab and scroll down. If it hits, you win. If it doesn't, MyBookie refunds you your money. Sign up and get that double deposit bonus with MyBookie. That's the best sign-up bonus in Florida for Florida bettors. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie.
It's a game 80 years in the making. Join us for Thursday Night Football as we celebrate the 80th birthday of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl game. The SEC and ACC face off January 2nd at 7:30 on Bill Gay grounds at Everbank Stadium. Don't miss college football pageantry on display as we celebrate our 80th anniversary. Tickets and hospitality packages are on sale now at TaxSlayerGatorBowl.com. Get yours today.
My Gate Rewards members, now through January 2nd, you'll get an entry for your chance to win free gas for a year each time you buy 5 eligible Monster Club products. Not a rewards member? Download the Gate app today. See store for details.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Gator. FSU head coach Mike Norvell remarked on keeping outside noise at bay in the midst of a disappointing season.
Got to keep it back within the building. So what are the things that you can control? If you allow all your attention to be on the outside, you got enough battles within.
Gator alum Chris Doring credits the growth of the team's defense for the victory over LSU.
And this defense has become all of a sudden one of the more ferocious defenses and one of the more impactful defensive fronts in the way that they're able to penetrate against the run.
Jacksonville University Dolphins men's basketball team travels to Blacksburg, Virginia to face the Virginia Tech Hokies this evening at 7 p.m. The women's JU basketball team will be in Tampa to take on USF. Game time is 7 p.m. North Florida women's basketball team dropped the road game to UCF on Tuesday afternoon. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:06 and it's 70 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
Yes, sir. Welcome back. We got Murph in the house here, hanging out, talking some baseball, some hardball. But also going to talk some another disappointed Jags fan here. We just continue to watch and wonder. And you watched a 52-6 game on worst loss in franchise history.
It reminds me, we were playing the Dodgers in 17, and this story came up, and we were making a pitching change, and they were kicking our teeth in, like the whole series, like a 4-game set.
Okay.
And Trey Turner comes in from shortstop when we're making the pitching change. He goes, I feel like we're playing the Monstars right now. And I thought, oh, man, he's kind of right. That's what it looked like when we were playing the Lions.
Daniel, you're a professional athlete. I know baseball and football, and they're all different. I mean, listen, it's easy for a cynical fan base to say the word that athletes hate to hear. Mm-hmm. You can't be trying your hardest and lose 52-6, dude.
Yeah, Hick and I were talking about in the break, baseball is different in that, like, I could hide in that series or something like that. Like, I could be at second base and pay just enough attention that hopefully I don't make an error for my pitcher, and then I'm going to attend to my bats, like, certainly. But in football, there's only one way to get somebody on the ground, and you got to go put your mitts on them and put them down.
I just don't know how you can get upset. I haven't gotten confirmation or denial, and people say I'm sure it has. Are we sure any team has ever scored 7 straight touchdowns against another?
I don't know.
In the history of the NFL, I mean, everyone, I'm sure it has. I'm sure. Well, I don't know. When? Who? People don't score 52 points in the NFL. This ain't college football. You don't get to 50. I mean, how many 50-point performances do you think there have been in the NFL since 2000?
And there's the
20, maybe?
The famous Miami one last year on Denver.
I mean, there's a couple a year, but you don't get to 50. I mean, 52.
Well, I got to tell you, I watched a Jaguar Patriot game 3-4 years ago where
3 or 4 years ago. That's my point.
Where the Jags,
it's hard to get a 50.
Where New England never punted, is my point. So I don't know if that was a game.
No, but it's touchdowns. That game's 50, so they were kicking field goals. I'm talking about 7. You get the ball 7. The first 7 times you get the ball in an NFL game, you score a touchdown. Yeah. Maybe the 70-0, whatever the biggest win ever is, back in the day, maybe that game had that. But since the merger, since 60, since whenever, I mean, it's hard to get to 49, much less do it.
Yeah.
7 straight. It's like you're not even trying.
It's crazy. Let me look at this one.
Buffalo ran a string on us on Monday night too, didn't they? Of possessions.
Well, they didn't get to 7. They only scored 47. I mean, that's 7 touchdowns. That's 49 points.
Yeah.
Without offering the first sign of resistance. 7 possessions. No, and by the way, they weren't turning us over at the 6. These are 50, 60, 80-yard drives.
I don't know if this couldn't have been 7 in a row, but against New England a couple years ago, the 2-14 year, I've got Damian Harris 2-yard run, second quarter Harris 7 run, Wilkerson 6 pass from Mac Jones, Jacoby Myers 4 pass from Mac Jones. It's 28-3 at the half. Third quarter they added 2 more touchdowns.
Yeah.
So there's 4-6. And then they kicked a field goal in the fourth quarter to go up 44-3.
And again, we're to the fourth quarter. I mean, those dudes are 5 for 5 by halftime.
Yeah.
Right? Was it 35?
28-3 at the half.
28-3 at half. 130. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would say watching the replay of the game, though, Cam Little is a weapon.
He is.
I think he is a weapon.
He
just
is.
slammed that one from.
The problem with that, Daniel, is it's here in Jacksonville. We've played football for 30 years, and probably 20 of the years our best player has been the punter or the kicker.
Yeah, and don't want your.
And I'm glad for that. I'm glad for Cam. I love Scobie. I love Mike Hollis. I love the boys that we've had kicking. They're great guys, and they're great. I used to tell Scobie this all the time. I go, Scobie, under no circumstances should the kicker be the best player in the game.
No, want him to be our best offensive weapon, but good to have.
Got the answer. Appreciate the Guggen forwarding this on the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. The Saints this year against the Cowboys went 6 for 6.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody had scored 7 touchdowns on their first 7 possessions since the 2000. I did hear this now that I recall. The 2007 Patriots did it to the Bills 17 years ago. 7 possessions, 7 touchdowns.
Oh, boy.
0 effort. That's what I got to put in there. Get back to the original question. I just don't see I could be a professional athlete and trying your very best, your hardest, 100% every single play and lose that way. And that's disappointing.
You know, it's a weird change gears for just a second, but one guy near and dear to your heart, Daniel. Yesterday was the day, the 19th of November, where the Blue Ribbon Committee from the Pro Football Hall of Fame got together to select one coach to go into the final room to get the votes. And really, most people thought it was going to either be Tom Coughlin or Mike Shanahan. There were 9 finalists. And
maybe Holmgren was a thought.
Yeah. So most thought it would come down to Coughlin v. Shanahan. To me, it's a no-brainer, but I always say this, I'm biased as hell, but I really can't understand how you can make an argument for anyone else on that list besides Tom Coughlin. But, again, success at both of the franchises that he coached. Others did not have success at more than one franchise. But anyway, so I'm looking all day for it. I was doing TV last night, and we get to, and I'm texting, trying to find things out. I'm looking. I got nothing. Now I hear that they're not going to release it for a couple weeks. So maybe.
Well, that's better than it not being him.
Yeah.
I'm concerned that, if it was him, we'd hear.
Yeah,
I think.
Well, the one thing about the Hall of Fame, they're really good at this.
That's fair.
They like to have the knock at the door.
Yeah.
And so.
Well, they know where to find Tom. They could have done that quick. I mean, some of these guys might be bebopping around,
Yeah. So we'll see. But again, I'm on top of it. There's no word out.
I gotcha. But apparently, though, that has taken place. It was scheduled to take place.
No, they did have the meeting last night.
Yeah.
And it was a virtual meeting. And from what I understand, those who voted don't even know the outcome.
Okay.
So, which would lead you to believe that then it does set them up for. The only thing that bothers me about this is they've gone through this entire process with the coaches.
And then they still have to go to vote.
And then they go to vote.
Why not just put them in the whole field?
Last year's representative was a guy named Buddy Parker from the Detroit Lions. He coached in the 50s. Terrific coach. He should have been a slam dunk in.
Years ago.
But the voters didn't vote him in. So he still didn't make it.
Oh, yeah.
You see, you get to the final room.
I thought why wouldn't he go back up for vote this year? If you go and you don't make it, you're out forever?
I don't know.
Did the veterans didn't put him in on top of that or something?
I don't know.
I thought that this coach that came out of this was automatic in.
No. They've changed the system here numerous times, and now they're down to just one coach, and there's a bunch of coaches who, look, you can make arguments, but certainly what happened was they put in the TV celebs, and which is fine, but the other ones are probably a bit more deserving. So,
well, I think Shanahan has got 2 and Coughlin's got 2. You deserve to be in. Yeah. I mean, if you win back-to-back Super Bowls as Shanahan did, you should be in the Hall of
with him being
Fame.
in.
Yeah. I got no problem with Holmgren being in.
I don't either.
The rest of them, I don't think Don Coryell should be in the Hall of Fame, man. That guy gets way too much credit.
What about Marty?
I know. He's a Hall of Very good. You got to win something, man.
Regular season wins.
He did well at all his stops.
And all the stops, they were left unfulfilled.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good coach. A really good coach. Are you a Hall of Famer?
I have to assume it's going to be.
I'm not sure I'm putting a coach in a Hall of Fame if he didn't win a title. I don't know if I can do it. Can you put a coach in the Hall of Fame if he never won a championship? Are there any? Coryell's in. That's why I don't think he should be in. The guy gets all his credit for the redesigning. Oh, baloney.
Well, I do have the 25 modern era semifinalists for this year, and Fred is in. So Fred's in the room again.
And with Jimmy, no?
Just coming out. And Jimmy didn't make it.
Okay. Fred back in the room.
So here we go. Ready? So
but actually, he's not in the room yet. 25 goes to 15.
No, 25 gets you in the room.
I think 15.
Oh, no, you're right.
25
You're right.
goes to 15, which he made that
These are
cut
the
last year.
semifinalists.
Yes.
Eli Manning, quarterback.
He may not be first ballot. There's a bit of a pushback.
2 running backs, Fred and Ricky Waters.
Oh, there's no Ricky Waters. Boy, it took Ricky a long time to get here. I think Ricky Waters is deserving of some conversation.
Receivers, Anquan Bolden.
No, not first
Anquan
time.
Bolden, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but not first ballot.
not first ballot.
Torrey Holt, the Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but not first ballot.
Torrey Holt.
He's not a first ballot anymore.
Okay.
Well, it's really ridiculous that Andre Bruce is in and Holt's not. They're the same guy, literally the same guy.
What about Steve Smith Jr., boys?
Yeah.
First ballot? No.
What about Hines Ward?
He's been around. I think he's a Hall of Famer, but he will
1,000
not go in.
catches. What about Reggie Wayne?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, we got some
been
receivers
around.
here.
Jeez.
One tight end, Antonio Gates.
Oh, he's definitely going in.
Okay, here's your O-line. Willie Anderson, Jari Evans, Richmond Webb, Steve Wisniewski, former Jag great.
Jari.
Jari, thank you. And Marshall Yanda.
Yeah, I don't know enough about all those. They'll put one in, though.
I know those names, though.
Anderson feels like he's the biggest name.
Jari.
I know every name, but I just don't, you're going to have to tell me this guy's a
I got some good players here. D-line, Jared Allen. It's time for him to get in.
But again, this guy, 15 years, been banging his head on that.
Robert Mathis, Vince Wilfork.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know if you're telling me Hall of Famers. You're telling me good players.
Linebackers, James Harrison.
Yeah, I
think he's a Hall of Famer.
Okay.
Maybe the greatest play in Super Bowl history.
The greatest play? Yeah. One of them.
Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, I don't know if he played long enough.
T. Sizzle. Terrell Suggs.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah, Sizzle's going
All
in.
right.
He's of all those defensive players you've named, that to me is the easiest.
What about Earl Thomas?
Nah, man. He was just recent. I just saw him.
Is Earl Thomas the one that got in trouble?
Yes.
For the guns and the ladies and all that stuff?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Darren Woodson.
No.
Nah.
Rodney Harrison.
No.
Eric Allen.
No.
I got one more curveball at you boys, though.
Kicker.
Adam Vinatieri.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
he's going in.
First ballot,
Yeah,
I put
he's
him in.
going in.
Wow, look at you guys.
It's not the kicks. It's not the points. It's the big kicks. That
Yeah,
kick
the
in the
big
snow
kicks.
should get him in, man. Or what's it called? The fumble.
Let's get Freddie in.
The tuck game. The tuck rule game.
Oh, that was a tuck rule. Yeah,
I mean, he kicked that thing in from 45, and it was like 6 inches of snow on the ground.
He had a bunch of big moment kicks.
Yeah, big time. He won Super Bowls, and he's the longevity. He may be the leading scorer in league history. Probably is, isn't he?
Morton Anderson or one of the Andersons?
Yeah, it's either Vinatieri. I think Vinatieri ended up passing, didn't he?
What do you want to know?
Is
All-time leading
Vinatieri
scorer?
the all-time leading scorer?
Let me look here. It was, I think Murph, I don't know if he ever passed. Well, we'll see here. Adam Vinatieri.
Vinatieri.
Very good, Pross.
Nice.
Morton Anderson's right behind him.
Sure.
And then Gary Anderson.
Yeah. And you know what Gary Anderson's known for?
Yeah, pushed it right against the Falcons from 41.
Guy's third all-time in scoring, and he has the biggest missed kick in.
Well, and by the way,
That's what he's known for.
Would have been a better. So that was one of those years like the Jags lost, and they were the best team in the AFC. That's the same thing. The Falcons beat Minnesota in the championship game. Minnesota was the best team. They set the league scoring record that year. But Gary, it's not just that he missed the 41 or 38. He hadn't missed a kick all year.
All year.
He's perfect kicking. 32 for 32.
All
It's
year.
the last play of the game. It's like a 40-yarder to win and send you to the Super Bowl, and he missed it. Oof. Ouch.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
It's a Petros Plumbing Wednesday. Let's hop into the latest iteration of the college football rankings. And there are some things that need to be clarified, and we may be a part of that, but the assumption has always been the 4 big conferences, their champions get automatically in, and then we get an at-large team. And that's not exactly how it works. And that's showing up and, quite frankly, hurting Tennessee. We'll explain how next.
Make the best picks and win a pizza party from Salvatore's Pizza at Tapestry Park. Party! Pick the worst. You'll still win some pizza. Yeah! Just not enough for a party.
Pepperoni, sausage, ground beef.
You pick 'em.
At 1010XL.com.
Hey, Hicken here for Bow 9 Associates. You'll find Jacksonville's most esteemed eye doctors at each of their locations. After being selected for one of the most competitive ophthalmology fellowships in the world, Dr. Frank Bowden frequently called upon for his expert opinion. He's currently one of the few cornea and external disease specialists in the area and the founder of Bow 9. Visit Bow 9 Associates today and experience that difference. They're keeping the First Coast focused. That's Bow 9 Associates.
The Drill on 1010XL. From the studios of Republic Services, we'll handle it from here.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Bolt City AC, heating that rules. Is your AC ready for the holidays? Bolt City Heating and Air ensures your AC stays in tip-top shape. We know that a clean AC is a healthy AC. Upgrade yours for just $96 a month and enjoy free duct cleanings with your new system. Plus, ask about our 0% financing options. Bolt City AC, we got the crew. Bolt City AC. Visit BoltCityAC.com.
You don't have to be a football star to get a signing bonus. The team at Republic Services needs your skills, and they're paying up to $5,000 for you to join the roster. You'll be joining a winner. As an essential business, the Republic Services trucks have not stopped rolling with hourly and weekly pay and better benefits and vacation packages than the rest of the league. Driver trainees, $1,000 sign-on bonus. CDL drivers, $3,000. Diesel mechanics, $5,000 bonus. Join the winning team at Republic Services today. Visit republicservices.com.
Equal opportunity employer.
Divorce, menonly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to divorcemenonly.com. Divorcemenonly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, why is it that when you look at how long a store has been in business, that it always seems to be the stores like Underwood's that sell fine quality that have been around the longest?
Frank, that's a question that really doesn't get asked a lot, but it should be. There are a number of reasons, but probably the biggest is because of the endorsements our longtime customers and their pieces of jewelry have given us through the years. You see, when you sell really fine quality jewelry, that piece will last longer and always stay beautiful. It might stay in the same family for generations. And through those years of wear, a lot of compliments will be made and a lot of people will be told where the piece of jewelry came from. You see, at a store like Underwood's, it's our stated goal to be the best jeweler in the South, not the biggest. So everything we do and carry has to help move us toward that goal. And ultimately, it's the satisfied customers wearing fine quality jewelry that have kept Underwood's in Jacksonville since 1928.
Underwood's in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
What's the weekend in sports look like? I'm Dan Hicken, and I'll give you my take on the Weekend with Dan. Find it on YouTube and Facebook. Weekend with Dan, brought to you by Stone Core. We do outdoors better.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
If your IT, data security, and your office copiers are operating perfectly, you must have hired ABS, Advanced Business Solutions, as your technology partner.
Advanced Business Solutions.
You've worked hard, you have nice things, protect and enjoy them with a luxury storage unit at The Shed, opening soon in Atlantic Beach. You got to see these places to believe them. What a smart investment out at AB. I can take 10 minutes, but I can't tell you everything. Go to theshedjacks.com or take a tour on Instagram.
Hey, this is Bert Cannon with the First Coast YMCA. Youth sports at the Y can help nurture your future athlete's potential and experience the joy of being a kid. At the Y, we're providing a safe, clean, and fun environment with basketball, soccer, volleyball, gymnastics, elite skills training, and more. Best of all, participation in Legacy Youth Sports League is free with your family membership. Visit fcymca.org to learn all about youth sports at the Y.
Big Chief Tire offers affordable quality tires for every type of vehicle. Frank Frangie here. Whether you're looking for all-season tires, high-performance options, or something more budget-friendly, Big Chief has the perfect set to keep you rolling. Their expert technicians ensure your tires are installed quickly and safely so you can drive with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRolling.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your appointment and check out their unbeatable tire deals today. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. You're listening to the Daniel Murphy Power Hour, presented by ITP Partners on 1010XL.
All right, welcome back to the program. I saw this yesterday. I thought this was cool. I bet you would have loved something like this. I don't know. What was your last Major League at bat?
My last Major League at bat would have been do I remember?
Yeah.
2000, so 2020.
Yeah.
Oh, the last game of the season, I got to start.
Okay.
Because I had played myself out of the lineup for about the last, because we were in the division race there towards the end of it.
Did you know that was going to be were you pretty sure it was going to be your last at bat? Were you taking it in or no?
Yeah, I played the last game as if it was going to be my last one.
So tell me your last at bat.
Let's see.
You don't remember much about it.
Let's see. I got one base hit that day. I flew out to the track. I think I may have grounded out.
Okay.
Yeah, and then either I flew out to the track or grounded out.
I always like the.
Is this the last at bat with the Rockies?
Yeah,
not
it's
the last
Major League at bat.
Oh, Major League at bat.
And
so I was because I tell you what, the Cleveland Guardians got a pretty good skipper, right?
Yeah, Stephen
Vogt.
Yeah,
Voigt. Yep.
And he was. Is it Vogt or Voigt? I think it's Vogt.
Oh,
Stephen Vogt.
I'm pretty sure it's Vogt.
Okay.
But anyway, his last Major League at bat was in Oakland,
and he hit a pump.
Yeah, and he also had his kids.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking about you, and that would have been cool for you. Like they took him up to the public address announcer, and now batting our father.
I remember seeing that.
Stephen Vogt. And he comes up and hits a home run. So I mean, what a great. But I guess he's a pretty good skipper, man.
Yeah, I've.
I mean, you go from Tito to that. That's pretty good if you're Cleveland,
big shoes to fill. And then I think even more so, the most difficult part, I'm sure, in anything is to come in so new and even young, and to be able to kind of command the respect of the players and to guide them through a full season. These managers in baseball, they talk twice a day, every day, to the media,
right?
And also, you're cutting the lineup, and you want to, be speaking with your players and hoping that they know what's expected of them. It's just it's a lot. Like I started watching the postseason this year, like as if I was managing more the chess game to it, the kind of the tactician part of it, not the managing people. But there's so much that you have to attend to, and he did such a great job.
And then manager. Murphy won it.
Yeah,
your uncle won it on the National League side. Mendoza finished third, which I don't have a problem with. I mean, I love our guy, so I'm fine with him. But Murphy did. No one had any expectation for Milwaukee.
Stephen Vogt has an interesting Braves tie-in.
Okay,
he's walking around with a 2021 championship ring.
Is he?
Yeah.
How much? Yeah.
Never played. He was traded to the Braves in July of 2021, but designated for assignment. Maybe he did play some for Atlanta that year down the stretch. Designated for assignment on October 8th. Outrighted to AAA, and then wasn't on the postseason roster, but they gave him a ring. So,
Adam,
that's perhaps your next skipper of the Braves when
Snit?
Snit steps down.
Adam
Schefter, I believe. Yeah,
Schechter,
Chef.
Yes,
Schefter,
the gray guy.
He's got jaundice.
Okay. Anyway, he's got a report breaking this morning. I'll read it in his words. Following the Deion Sanders to Colorado model, Florida Atlantic has a new candidate emerging to be the next head coach. They fired Tom Herman.
Okay.
Would you like to take a guess who that might be?
So it's a former player.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily have to play at the school. So what? I can't think of an FAU guy like
it's not an FAU
like
guy.
a T.Y. Hilton or I'm trying to think of a.
Take the F and the A off and then start thinking.
Take the F and the U. The U. Oh, not Ed Reed.
Not Ed Reed.
Ed Reed
had
debacle.
Had a debacle.
Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis.
Really?
What do you think of that?
I'd do it if I'm FAU in a heartbeat. What do you got to lose?
Got nothing to lose, I guess.
Ray's got kids that are playing, don't they? Doesn't he?
I think they're done.
They are?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're done. Unless he had one I was behind.
Yeah.
So what is he down in the Miami area then living? Like,
Ray?
I think he stayed down there.
How about
I'm pretty sure.
How will he come out when when the Owls are playing at home? Will he come out?
You know
he
how
should
he
come
coming
out
out.
with that. The stomp.
You know how he coming out.
That guy is one of those dudes that if you could bottle his intensity and enthusiasm and put it in every player, then we wouldn't have had the conversation we had when you first got here today.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, he wasn't losing 52-6 and jogging around ever, Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
So maybe the Jags should think about that a little bit before they collect their paycheck next Tuesday. Just a thought.
Wait, well, they get paid on off week? They get paid for idle week? How's that
I'm
work?
sure they
Game
do.
check?
They shouldn't have got paid for last week.
I do think it's in 18.
Sorry,
it's 18 installments. I do believe. All right, so much ado made about these college football poll rankings, and I get it. They're fun. It's fun to follow, but do not get upset if you're a fan base who's out right now, and do not get too excited if you're a fan base that's in, because the chaos hasn't come yet. I said this, guys. The 12 teams that are in there right now as of this projection, I'll put the over-under at 3.5 that will not be in the final rankings. Did you play the over or the under?
You're saying 3.5 of the teams in the 12 are not getting in.
The current 12, I say there'll be over-under for change of those 12 is 3.5.
I take the under.
You take the under. Not quite that many. There'll be some shuffling, but there may not be.
I'd say I would go with 3. I don't think there'll be 4.
Well, one thing that you would have to do if you really were going to do it is you'd have to look at, who's outside of it and who are you putting in, right? You know what I mean? So I basically, for that to happen, I'd have to have 4 teams that are not in the 12 right now.
SMU has a good chance.
SMU.
Colorado has a good chance.
Texas A&M.
And Tennessee or Texas A&M has a good chance.
Yeah.
That would be the 3 that I think.
Yeah.
I don't think Clemson is going to get in. I think Clemson's going to lose to South Carolina.
They may.
When they play. So I don't.
Army's an interesting one to me. I would argue that if Army beats Notre Dame, they're no longer battling with Boise for that non-Power 5 spot. I would argue if Army is 10-0 and beat Notre Dame, they should be top 12, period.
I don't think Army would get in over Boise.
I'm saying forget Boise. They should get over all these 2-loss teams.
That's fine.
Well,
why would you argue that?
I'll tell you why, Dan. Because I have
about Indiana.
Because I have logical answers for you.
I hope so. Because you're just telling me
no,
now.
I'm not.
You're doing
I'm not.
He's doing a 180 here, Merv.
I am not.
I mean, tell me Indiana sucks.
It would be so much better if he listened. Did Texas A&M play Notre Dame this year, E? I'll ask you, because my partner over here, when he argues with me, acts like he doesn't follow sports. Did Texas A&M play Notre Dame? They did. Notre Dame, how'd that go? Notre Dame beat the hell out of them.
Bollywopped them.
Yeah, how many games has Texas A&M lost? 2? So, yeah, I'd move them above them. That's an example of why. That's how you get ahead of a 2-loss team. Suddenly you're beating a top 5 team. 2-loss team, and you're undefeated. That's why. You're certainly, by the way, if Indiana loses to Ohio State and Army beats Notre Dame, they should definitely be ahead of Indiana.
Army in a way is the committee's worst nightmare because it will be decided, and then they go play Navy, and it's Army-Navy. Anything could happen. Yeah. What if Navy beat Army?
And then you're going in with a loss?
Now you got 1-loss Army, and you're like, oh, God.
Listen, send them. Here, let me just, and I don't know how many of these. Let me tell you, of the 18 teams ahead of Army, let me tell you just the ones that play each other.
Okay.
Like one of these, if any of these 18, I'm going to say as I go down, if they play any of the others that are in the 18. Oregon, yes. Ohio State, yes. Texas, yes. Penn State, yes. Indiana, yes. Notre Dame, yes. Alabama, no.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. What are these yeses about?
They have to play one of these other teams that are currently in the 18. They will play one of the other top 18 teams before the season's over.
Who?
Oregon will. Ohio State will. Texas will. Penn State will. Indiana will. Notre Dame will. Right. Miami will. Mississippi. Well, if they go to a championship game, would have to. If you put any of these teams in a championship game situation, so Alabama jumps back in there. Point being, you could go from 19 to 12 if you just win and let the chaos take over.
Yeah.
Because you're certainly going to lose your grace when you have 3 losses. There will be no argument for a 3-loss team over a 1-loss team. Not this year.
Although a lot of times in the final 12, there are 3 lost teams.
But they won't do it this year, I don't think. I don't think they'll leave.
They'd rather not.
Like 11-1 11-1 Boise or BYU or somebody left out because of 9-3 Georgia.
I just don't get the whole, you got 2 losses, man, and you're complaining stuff. That kind of annoys me.
I know it does.
If you had one loss, I get it. But 2, I mean, shut up.
Well, I'll tell you.
Because that means, let's say you played 4 big games and you went 2-2, you're going to win the other 7.
Yeah, but the other team played no big games.
Who's the other team?
Indiana.
Army.
Or I'm just using team. Penn State's played. I gave you that thing. Those Big Ten teams, literally, the only ranked team they've beaten are the other ranked team that they've already put there. Yeah. Penn State's not beaten a ranked team all year.
But Indiana has no losses. These teams have 2 losses.
Yeah,
of course they should be ranked ahead of them. Yes, they're in the Big Ten. The Big Ten is
not them. They played the bottom 8 teams. Those matter. Crumbles. It does not weigh the cookie crumbles. It's not an accurate. Again, the best way that I could say it would be if we went out to TPC Sawgrass and I played the pro tees and you played the junior tees. We're not playing the same golf course.
Let's do that.
Right?
Did I win that one?
Probably not.
I think we should try.
But I think you could get. It'd be closer. Maybe we will. Maybe the Friday 5-pack payoff will include that.
That's part of the challenge.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because here's why you would have a chance. I think an average golf course, I don't think you'd win.
Yeah.
But players, if you're putting me all the way in the back, I'm going to have some trouble, getting some carries probably somewhere along the way. So
we have some issues.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be a fun way to do it.
Okay. You want to take a break?
I do.
Turn for
a wrap on the show.
All right.
The Drill on 1010XL from the studios of Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
At Hodges Mazda, they are proud of their solid reputation in the Jacksonville community. Lauren Brooks here as your hometown Mazda dealer. Their high customer service standards and their huge inventory of new and used cars provide their customers a consistently first-rate car buying experience. Their professional non-commissioned sales team puts your best interest first without exception. And all new car purchases include the Hodges Mazda Protection Plan. Visit Hodges Mazda online at HodgesMazda.com or stop in today during Mazda's A Season to Move You event and discover the Hodges Mazda difference.
These are interesting economic times. That's why it's so important to have someone you can count on. That's ITP Partners. Jacksonville folks taking care of our Jacksonville money. Experience? You best believe you want to give your hard-earned money to folks you trust. Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan, Dan Abel, Reed Wingate, Scott Regner, Janice Cobb, and Reagan Wright have the expertise and knowledge to help clients in their financial lives, focusing on investment management, financial planning, and risk management. ITP Partners. Financial partners for life. Securities offered through American Portfolios Financial Services, Inc. Member FINRA SIPC.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Varry here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barry Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit BarryOrthopedics.com.
You've got so many chances to win big on Hard Rock Bet. Even a small bet can bring in that serious cash. All you need is $1 and a dream.
Unbelievable! They've hit the parlay. Let's go!
Big payouts for every kind of player.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Get up to $100 back if your first bet doesn't win. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Man, have you been thinking about selling your home, but all you see potentially in front of you are problems? And you could sell for a variety of reasons. Maybe you need more space for your office or growing family. Maybe you want maximum equity for your home, but you're really not sure how. No matter what your problems are, we have the solutions, and they come with promises. We are Chad and Sandy and ChadandSandy.com. Trust them. Your home sold, guaranteed, or they will buy it. That's a promise that you can count on. You know that Chad and Sandy are going to deliver because your home will be sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required costly repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts.
There are success stories all over the First Coast. Justin and Palatka, I was trapped in a mortgage with my ex-wife on a home that didn't sell for 184 days with another realtor. Hired Chad and Sandy, multiple offers in 7 days, sold and closed in 16. It's that easy. Go to ChadAndSandy.com. That's ChadAndSandy.com or 414-6200.
Interested in a unique date night? Gibby here. I took my wife Nikki to Wick a Candle Bar. She made her own custom candle right there in the store. Shop local at Wick a Candle Bar. Locations in San Marco and Jacks Beach.
This Date in Sports History is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On November 20th, 1977, NFL running back for the Chicago Bears, Walter Payton, rushes for 275 yards, setting a new NFL record.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second-generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
Hey, Jaguars fans, as the official whiskey of the NFL, it's not a kickoff without the generous spirit of Crown Royal. And that's why we've built the Crown Royal Rig. An absurdly awesome 18-wheeler delivering the generous spirit to stadiums and tailgates across the country. Follow the Royal Rig on its journey from city to city, bringing together local cuisine, NFL legends, and the opportunity to pack a purple bag for charity and win tickets to Super Bowl 59. Visit crownroyal.com for rules and more, and please drink responsibly.
North Florida is growing with lots of new families joining our community. If you're one of them making the move here, your next move should be a call to American Electrical to create the best home automation system, enhancing your living experience. There are many ways your life can be made easier through smart home technology, voice-activated systems, automated lighting, total house temperature control. With American Electrical, they've got everything you need to automate your home and make it your true oasis. Check out American-Electrical.com, powered by professionalism and raising the excellence bar.
You've probably heard the saying, it's not how hard you get hit, it's whether or not you get back up. Well, I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and I have a saying of my own. If you get hit with a personal injury or wrongful death, hit back and fight to make them pay. At Hastings Injury Law, we have the experience you want if you or a loved one suffer a car or trucking accident or wrongful death. Just call 904-HIT-BACK and we'll help you get up and hit back. Office is Jacksonville.
For birthdays, anniversaries, or any situation that requires something really special, visit the Kuhn Flowers showroom on Beach Boulevard and select something that you can't find anywhere else. 1010XL's Andrew Gibson here, and that's the direction I head, Kuhn Flowers.
This is Dr. Kevin Kaplan, head team physician for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's the latest update on the Jags, brought to you by Baptist Health and JOI.
The Jaguars placed wide receiver Gabe Davis on season-ending injured reserve on Tuesday. Davis suffered a knee injury on Sunday at Detroit. Meanwhile, in a corresponding move, the Jags activated running back Keelan Robinson from injured reserve. Doug Peterson on what the fifth-round pick from this year's draft brings to the team.
I mean, we'll see, right? We'll see. Excited to get him back out there because it's been, I think all the way back to rookie training camp. It'll be good to get him back out there and with his teammates and just see kind of what he remembers, of the playbook and how he can help us, whether it's on offense or special teams.
Doug Peterson on Keelan Robinson. I'm Andrew Gibson with your Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute Jaguars update.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Now the cool down with Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing, keeping Jack's cool since '87.
All right, welcome back to the program. Hanging out with Murphy. It's the Murphy Power Hour. Brought to you by our friends at ITP Partners. Hanging out with Daniel today. He's back rocking and rolling.
It's a Petros Plumbing Wednesday. Also, I do want to get this out one more time because it has gotten through the wickets. But Caitlin Clark is up at the PGA event at St. Simon's Island. So if, you want to get your little, you want to go up there and visit or see her. She played the Pro-Am this morning, but she's a part of like a charity putting contest at 3:30. I'm just throwing it out there if you want to make a run and
experienced the CC phenomenon. She's up there. Now, listen, be careful. I saw last week her first shot about killed someone.
You have that was great. Right over their head.
She didn't even care. She put the ball down.
Not to her credit.
Yeah.
Like,
no, they're right there on her.
Right. Well, I mean, to her credit, she didn't hesitate. She put the ball down, hit another one.
Yeah.
Like, she's mad that she did. It was a poor
Well,
shot. If I hit that shot, I said, look, I'm not going to hit another one. I may kill somebody.
It went like barely over their head, though. Like they're lined up left, and she hit a line drive dead left about 8 inches above headline.
Yeah. Did you watch the Gator basketball game last night?
I did not. I didn't feel like streaming it. I was following it, the play-by-play on the phone.
You didn't watch it.
I didn't see it.
I watched it. And I'll say this.
My guy, I saw my guy from Croatia or wherever. He didn't have too good a game.
They had 2 guys out with sickness.
Who missed? I could tell that the roster looked shorter. Aberdeen.
Yeah. Aberdeen and one of the big guys.
Yeah,
Alexis maybe.
Alexis is who
I think they were both.
They were
out.
missing for the box score. Yeah.
But best thing of all, I liked it is it was 3 Florida guys. I think I don't know the Crooks kid that well, but he was the play-by-play. But Patrick and Mark Wise did the game together. They were very good because they can talk stories about Gator basketball and Billy and. So
on the stream they were there.
Yeah, on ESPN Plus.
Oh, okay.
So they did the game, so it was cool. So I enjoyed
Florida's
that.
got a good team, man.
They didn't play well in the second half at all.
It feels like that thing's just gonna pretend like it's there and it's gonna go away. Is what it feels like.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I mean,
and we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Especially if it just feels like withstand the storm. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Nobody talk about it, and people will forget. They'll move on.
Well,
kind of feel like they kind of are a little bit.
At some point, they're going to come out and announce the finding.
But if it's not a finding that demands that he be let go, I don't think he's going to be. I guess that's my point. Unless the investigation says you have to do this or he has committed that, then I don't think they'll.
Murph, I'm trying to remember. Did you ever have a season where your skipper got fired during the year?
Did I ever get anybody whacked?
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking?
That's what I'm asking.
I don't think I did.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, never lost one.
Yeah.
I was in the minor leagues when Willie Randolph got fired.
Okay.
And that would have been 2008, actually. I played in the big leagues that year. So Willie was the manager in spring training until he got fired, and then Jerry Manuel was the skipper.
Was it Willie they fired out in L.A. late night?
Yeah, probably on the plane or something like that. Yeah, just the cloak of night.
Wheel of Fortune did a puzzle, not what we wanted. Here's a J, here's an S. Juan Soto. No, it's Jose Siri. That's pretty good. Yeah. What effect do you think? Are you surprised, like most of us, that nobody's changed? Nothing's changed down at Jag Central, at least not through this point.
I'm not in the business of calling for people's jobs.
We'll do that, but I'm just
but I think that you can see the the response from the fans. It's not. I wouldn't. The way I read it, look at it as personal attacks necessarily. More, do you see and hear us, and do you see what's going on in the field? Because to not change anything seems, by the fans, just unacceptable at this point.
Here's an interesting one. I've seen this kicked around a little bit. We're talking about coaching changes, and one of the reasons maybe you wait is because you want to see who's available. And I keep hearing, and I wonder if there's anything to this. Is there any chance that Kyle Shanahan becomes available? I've heard this on more than one occasion that Kyle Shanahan is, after a while, it's
I mean, this you can say after a while, but after the commentary we had on the Boston hockey coach, this could not be defended by you or us.
Right.
Moving on from Kyle Shanahan.
My point is this: Kyle Shanahan would be scooped up in 26 seconds.
He should be.
That's
That's
heard
ridiculous.
that maybe Brock Purdy isn't his specific idea of a quarterback necessarily.
Okay.
Well, that's convenient because no one was saying that when he was ripping it up. Not convenient for you. If they're saying that,
I think he's.
I don't believe him. I think you're just
they're
deflecting.
having to do it different. I watched that game because I had Brock Purdy and Juwan Jennings on my fantasy team, but Kyle Shanahan didn't man. I've watched a couple. He hasn't managed the game very well. Like watching San Francisco. Like
ask Jeff.
Well, Well, like late in the game,
Lose the Super Bowl.
they
Just got to
could've-
run it twice, kick a field goal, winner Atlanta. That's simple.
They had a chance to kick a field goal late to go up at least 7. It seems like he gets very conservative when he gets ahead.
Okay.
He did the same thing against the Chiefs in the first Super Bowl. Same thing. He passed it up and same deal.
Yeah. And then almost feels like when he has to go and score that he can. But this team, this San Francisco team, isn't lighting up.
They seem tight, Lynch and him. I can't imagine he'd be in any trouble.
I wouldn't either. But I keep seeing it, and I wonder if maybe he's
It's harder
like,
with
you know
social
what?
media. Like it's like I told you my biggest pet peeve. Braves predicted to land $160 million slugger. It makes you think that there's something to a story.
Right.
And then it is Joe of Fred's baseball takes thinks this would be a good
I'm
move.
just saying, after 8 years, maybe he gets tired of it and says, you know what?
Maybe.
Let me see what else
Has he
is
been
out
there 8 years?
Yeah. 8 years.
That surprised me. I would have said like 5.
Yeah. Got there in 17, 6-10, 4-12, 13-3, lost to the Chiefs, 6-10, 10-7, lost to the Rams in the NFC title game, 13-4, lost to the Eagles in the NFC title game, 12-5, lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
He's had a lot of great years, but he has also had some little down patches that I wouldn't have thought. I wouldn't have thought he had 3 sub-500.
Only 69-56.
I would have thought that he would have been there about 6 years. He would have had 1 losing season and then 5 winning and a couple of them really good and a couple 10-7-ish.
Certainly has the talent. They have the talent. But his offense are fun to watch. They're good.
They're beat up and banged up, but I'm still, even with that as an excuse, I'm watching that Seattle game, and they didn't lose that game because of injuries. They had plenty of talent on the field. They didn't produce in winning times.
No doubt.
Didn't score.
Yep.
What? Well, I was getting one more. What does the off week look like for the Jaguars? Do they scatter?
They're gone.
They scatter.
They let them go yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully they won't come back. We'll see.
So somebody's got to defend our civic pride around here.
It ain't them.
Well, try.
You just get a show of hands over there at JU, UNF.
We ought to go play.
Put some rugby players out there for a game.
We ought to do a home and home with the Cowboys because maybe we would get a win.
Maybe.
They can't win there, and we can't win here.
That's fair.
So.
They see that the Cowboys have been losing by at least 20 points in every home game this year.
Yes,
They're
trail by
0-4 at home.
They've lost 6 straight at home, and going back to last year, 0-5, I believe now this year after Houston. I think it's 6 in a row overall, or maybe it's 4 this year, the playoff and the last home game last year. But what's odd is they had won 16 straight at home before that.
Did they really?
Yeah, they had a 16-game home win streak in the last, maybe not right before the losing streak, but in the last few years.
All right, man, we got to run. Good seeing you, Murph.
All right, guys.
Appreciate you as always. That's Daniel Murphy, the Murphy Power Hour, brought to you by ITP Partners. Jeff, our work is done.
It's been a Beat Trust Plumbing Wednesday. Alas, we'll be back in 20 hours. See you then.
The drill from the studios at Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Kick off your college football weekend with the Bueller Aaron Plumbing College Kickoff.
I'm Matt Hayes, and I'll help you slide into a college football Saturday with pregame news and notes.
Friday evening at 6. Brought to you by Sonny's Barbecue on 1010XL. Now you can watch 1010XL shows all day on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Brought to you by MyBookie. Experience Vegas from the comfort of your phone anytime, anywhere. Sign up today. Use promo code 1010XL.
A doctor available to you any day or any time. I'm here to tell you about my doctor, Rick Townsend. I've been going to Doc T for decades, but he's decided to take a leap into a new and exciting, more personal world of concierge medicine. You bet I'm going with him. Why? Because he's the best. And, with concierge medicine, you're not feeling well, you need an appointment, you get in that day. Boom. Come on in. We'll check you out. Medical emergency, here's Doc T's personal phone number. 24/7. You call him, he gets right back to you. It's like being a member of kind of an exclusive golf club, but the cost will surprise you. And as far as doctors, Rick's the best. Navy trained, graduated from Wake Forest. So yearly physicals, office or virtual visits, cancer screenings, referrals to specialists, Doc T has you covered. You got questions, you get the answers at mypvconcierge.com. Go to mypvconcierge.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and King.